RWA, what's up? What's good? How's it happen?
Oh my god.
Yeah, long pause.
Well, you said not to say anything.
Yeah,
John.
you said not to. You,
Yeah,
we
no,
were following your
don't
instructions.
No, stop talking.
Oh, it's them.
Oh my god.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
roll the intro.
Yeah.
This is painful.
And we're back.
So, without further ado, awkward intros aside, we're going to get into session 8 of Evrand. This week is the summary is being read by Rian, or Joe playing Rian. So, Rian, take it away.
Yeah, so I will make just a small disclaimer before I get into it. There is I just want to say this real quick so that way nobody's taken aback. There is a small moment that happens in the summary that didn't happen during the session, but it's just something that we can talk more about the reason I wanted to put it in there afterwards. But yeah, I just wanted that to be transparent. You'll be able to tell what it is when it comes up, but just wanted to say that. All right, Joe, Rian, good. Perfect. Oh, Jesus. Or Paylor, something. I don't know. All right. The 9th of Flame Rule. The day has passed and the bandits were dealt with. There's a part of me that feels remorse for those individuals. What put them on that path? I suppose it doesn't matter now, but all but one of them are dead. A young man by the name of Lot, barely old enough to grow the hair on his chin, put to work by these thugs. I'm glad that Adina was in agreement with myself and Basil. Let the young man travel back to Hombafort, confess his crimes to the mayor, serve his sentence, and right this wrong. I hope that young man can find peace and forge a better path for himself after he serves his sentence. Traveling from the cave, there were 2 things of note. I continued my daily ritual of tea for Yrsa, and while it was made hastily, hopefully that wasn't too noticeable. I care a great deal for her. I know all of this must be hard on her, leaving her home behind, going into the civilization of the Valamine Empire. I hope she understands that I'm here for her. She was there for me when I was at my lowest. I want to make sure that she never feels that way if I can help it. After that, I overheard a sweet conversation between Adina and Gideon. I'm glad that she's finding peace with what happened to her, and I'm glad Gideon was there for her. He's a good man. A little inquisitive, but a good man. As the day passed, we made camp. We sat around the fire and talked with one another. It was nice to spend quality time with my companions, getting to know them bit by bit, from favorite colors to favorite memories. It was nice to have a small moment of light and levity after a grueling day. I made a misstep, however. Adina and her family. I thought it'd been long enough. She spoke of her wife and the family they aimed to start, and I couldn't handle it. I had to excuse myself. I could only think of them. I walked for a while until I found this old weeping willow tree. I pulled out my harp and I played their song. My loves are gone, carried away by the wind that shakes the willow, and all the land is beaten hard by the wind that shakes the willow. But I will hold them close to me in heart and dearest memory. with their strength to steal my soul, their love to warm my heartstrings, I will stand where we once sang, through cold wind that shakes the willow. The next few days were very hard. As we traveled, I felt aimless. Again, but this time I didn't want to walk away. I wanted to stay. I knew that Yrsa and these people could make me feel again, and eventually they did. By the time we arrived in Newald, I could feel the emotional vigor return. Haunting memories left my mind, and we could focus on the path ahead, getting Adina home and delivering these supplies for the mayor of Hombefort. We arrived in Newald on the 18th of Flame Rule, a brief stop before heading on to Wobrook. And that's the summary.
Very, very good. Loved it. Loved it.
It was
Thank
beautiful.
you for starting off on this
Knight,
beautiful, sad
I'm
note.
I'm sorry, Knight.
Jesus, Joe.
Who gave you the right to do that to me this day at 7:30 at night? I'm gonna cry. What
It's
the
worse.
fuck?
It's 8:30 here.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay,
I
all
don't
right,
think
no.
he is. I don't think he is.
No, I'm not.
No, I know. You were so ready for that. I see how it is.
I was having rehearsals in the car on my way home.
I was so ready for
Call
you to
that.
just pop out. Leaves of the vine.
Oh God. Maybe one day.
Leaves from the vine. Oh God. So, hold on. Let me change the music. This was fitting for Rian, not this. Okay, I didn't change to anything nice. Cool. That didn't either. Whatever. We're just gonna start the game. So, as you all traveled into a new town, the new town of Newald, as you are in the town proper, again, you can see down this massive hill that leads to the Sumerian Bay, and you can see the Razor Peaks kind of cresting above the town itself. Well, I guess we get straight into it. Party, what are you all doing? It is early-ish in the day, I would say almost afternoon as you've traveled during this day to get here. The town is bustling. People are coming in and out of shops and in stores. Carts are being led down through these rope pulleys that bring them to the bay and upwards this hill. But what does everyone want to do?
That tonal shift was a lot. It's just a lot. Shit, to cry? Crying an option?
That's fine. That's fair.
I think.
How-
Oh no,
go
wait,
ahead, sorry.
you go.
Nope,
Gayla. You go.
nope, you go.
No.
Okay. I was just gonna ask a question actually.
Yeah.
How far away is Wobrook from here?
It is a couple days away.
Oh, wow, okay. Cool.
Let's see. No snapping. About 7 days
No, it's not.
at a normal pace. Yes, it is.
Who do you think you are, Joel?
It's the
He was
makeup.
just-
It's your
he was
power.
just throwing a Hail Mary and hoping. So Gak will probably just put his hand on Adina's shoulder and go, "Well, it's been great getting to know you, and I hope that I hope you have fun at home." And
Yeah.
I'm not quite home yet, so if you don't mind me tagging along, I think I'm gonna stay with you maybe for the next town.
oh, I thought
She's
I didn't
from
know that-
Wobrook, Gak.
I know she's from, but I thought that's where we were. That's my
Oh.
bad.
We're in Newell right now.
All right, so let's get going then.
Oh my god.
Right.
Well, is there anything we need while we're in town before we keep moving?
I would like to try and find a place that sells healing potions.
That
That
sounds like
is
a
a
good idea.
Make an investigation check.
Basil and
Rian
Yrsa
and
still
Basil.
feeling the pain of the fall, nodding aggressively.
Investigation.
I definitely thought that was Rian in character.
Kind of. He was definitely like, we need health potions. That's what Rian said. That's a 15.
Like a-
14 plus 1.
Friggin' cleric keeps dying.
Okay, so easy enough to find a shop. There are plenty of shops around. You can see the town itself. There's an obvious market within, not the exact center, but kind of off center. It's like this square market. Yeah, you could easily find a shop that sells potions. Or what kind of potions are you looking for?
Healing, John.
Yeah, I know, healing. Just regular?
Oh, common.
What-
Yeah,
I
common.
mean-
I
Okay.
think common. I don't think we can afford greater, but I suppose that's meta knowledge. I don't know. Maybe we can have
A lot
somebody.
of sass being provided right now to your DM.
No, I'm just asking questions, man. What the hell?
Well, I thought you were like, do you want other kinds of potions? I was like, no, I said healing. Why don't you understand, John?
Yeah, Jonathan,
I'm
idiot.
sorry.
Did you have hostility in the studio today?
You
Joe's just
find
like,
a-
I wrote a song, dude. Just leave me be for a second.
You find a shop that is
Okay.
kind of like right on the cusp of the hill going downward towards the bay. It is called the Lazy Mage's Brew.
Well, that's cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Lazy
That's a-
Mage's Brew.
that's adorable.
I want to have that.
What?
You
But
walk
that's
in,
so cute.
like you find
no,
the
no,
shop.
wait. Before we go in, you want the shop or do you just
No,
want
this
a
is what we
lazy
did,
mage's
y'all. Let's
brew?
move right along, okay? We don't have to roleplay that.
We're never getting to Wobrook, guys.
Hold up, Rian. Okay, all
You're
right.
with us forever now.
Yeah.
Rian walks in.
Basil
As you
walks
walk in, okay. As you walk in, you do hear a bell that clings, and you hear, and you can see like shelves, but most of them are like they're empty. There is one shelf that has some things in stock, but it doesn't look like anything that you're looking for. However, there is a counter on the far side of the shop, and you can hear in the distance, "I'll be right there. Give me a second."
No, of course, take your time.
Oh.
Eventually, as you are waiting there, you wait for about 5 minutes, and you do see not completely elderly, probably early 50s, but a rather short human gentleman walking out with this cane, with this balding white and black peppered hair. As he walks out, goes, "Yes, could I help you all? Welcome to the Lazy Mages."
Hello. So nice to meet you. We are looking for something to help people who have a knack for dying and getting really, really low on health. Please.
Health potions.
Yes, adventurers, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second. And he walks out from behind the counter and then walks over to one of the like empty shelves. And you can see at the bottom there are like these like cabinets that are locked. Not this one. And he walks over to another one. "Excuse me, dear," as he points to Basil. Could you read this for me? He points to one of the labels.
Sure.
Aw.
I really wish that he would have said deer and pointed at Rian.
You read it. It says standard alchemy potions.
It says standard alchemy potions.
Helm's correct. As he brings out this key ring and like that one tries a key. Not that one. Tries another key. I'm sorry, there's a lot. Tries another one. You sit there for another 5 minutes as this gentleman starts to, and you finally hear a click. Got it. And he opens, and you can see one single potion.
Oh my god.
He'll do. As he grabs it and walks over with his cane, puts it on the counter. One healing potion.
Oh,
Do you have at least 2 healing potions?
1 second. He comes back around.
God, 50s has been hard on this guy. I don't know what happened to age him this fast. Something happened.
He goes to another shelf. Excuse me, dear, and he points to Rian. Can you read this?
of course. Zorian responds in about as deep as voice if he could muster.
You read it. It says miscellaneous.
It says miscellaneous.
That's the one. And he starts going through the keys again. You stand there for another 5 minutes. Everyone else who's outside waiting, they've been in the shop for about 30 minutes total. He eventually opens the cabinet, and you can see just a plethora of like these glass vials. Most of them kind of empty, but some of them have like these weird different colors. And then you can see like a line of about 3 in the back as he... and he kind of gets down on his knees, and you can hear cracking.
Oh my God.
He grabs one. You said 2?
If you have more, that would be fantastic. But
Okay. He grabs all of them, and you see one of them starts to fall. Natural one. He drops one of them. Well, I have 4 total. And he walks back, puts them on the counter. Okay. I forgot to lock. And he goes back.
Here, I'll
and
do it. I'll do it.
Okay. And he hands you the key ring.
All right. Rian's gonna walk briskly, lock it, and bring it back to him in about...
Well, I want you to make an investigation check. He
Oh
handed
my
you the whole
God.
key ring.
I'm loving this. Yours is just outside enjoying the nice day.
Yeah, there are some patrons as they're walking by. They're like, "Hello, oh hi," as they're just kind of waving to you and
Morning.
walking by. Morning. As would you roll, Rian? 3. Okay. So Rian is taken by this. This is your job for the rest of this encounter. Basil, you go over.
Not that one.
So the you want all 4, correct?
that would be lovely. Yes, thank you.
Okay. You see he pulls out a book and sits it on the counter, starts picking through pages. It takes him about 3 minutes to get through this. Rand's still doing what he's doing.
Nope, not
Oh,
that one.
yes. Potions. There will be 50 gold each.
Not that one.
Oh, math. He brings out what's the thing with the beads?
Abacus.
He puts it on the
Yes.
He brings out an abacus to do 50 times 4.
200 gold.
Nope, not that one.
Each?
No, 200
Total.
total for everything.
Rian.
Yes.
Our lovely alchemist says that for 4 of the health potions, they are 200 total. Sorry, sir, did you say 200 gold or 200 silver?
Gold, yeah, yes, correct.
200 gold.
Well, can you cover 20? I can cover the rest.
Are you sure you have... I mean, not to... I know you're like, you know...
Listen.
You...
Basil, before you even go anywhere with that, just stop while you're ahead. Yes, I can handle it. If you have 20 gold, I can cover the rest.
Yes, I have 20 gold.
All right.
No,
Nope,
Basil,
not
you
that
can mark
one.
off 20 gold,
Nope, not that
and
one. Sorry.
Rian can mark off 180. By the way, Rian, that conversation completely messed up everything. You forgot where you were. You had to restart.
Start over. And he's gonna toss his just coin purse to Basil.
Oh my gosh.
Rian had 100.
Roll to catch it. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
this is what you get for going to a random shop in this town.
Not that one.
As this is happening, Vea's gonna poke his head in and be like, are you all okay in
Vea?
here? Wow!
Not now.
He's
Don't
instantly
start
like,
over.
You do see Rian there's sweat from his brow as he's kind of crouched down at this cabinet trying to figure out which key. No, I think it's the two after that one.
Oh my God, he closes the door so fast. He like turns to Yersa and he's like, I think Rian's being killed in there. I want you to know right now. I think he's gonna go over any second.
Yersa's gonna like hold up her hand like she's gonna say something, close her mouth, and just walk into the shop.
As you held up your hand, Yersa, there was another passerby that was like, "Hello."
Hi.
That awkward moment when they turn your way.
Didn't mean to wave at
Oh
you.
no.
Not your turn, Mom.
We've walked into Toontown. What is going on?
As
They said there was
Basil.
death in here. Is everyone okay?
Yersa walks in while you're trying to find the key, and you lose concentration again.
Yes, I
That's
suggest.
it. That's it. He's gonna toss the keys to Yersa. You try. I'm done in here.
Yersa, you catch him, you're like, what? You didn't even know what was going on.
Can Yersa try to find the right key?
Yeah, investigation. Because why?
I swear to fucking God.
Hold on, I rolled a 14. What do I add to that? Oh, okay. 16.
Okay. So it's funny. So the key that you kind of caught was like 2 before Rian had tried. So you try one, try the next, and the next key that Rian would have tried is the one that unlocks the cabinet.
Oh
Or locks the
man.
cabinet.
Amazing.
Out of character. Do not tell him that.
She won't. She'll just lock it, smile to herself, and I guess kind of putting the pieces together as to what's been happening, say absolutely nothing to Rian, smile at him, and then give this kind old man his keys back.
Oh, thank you. Can I? Sorry. I'll be right with you. I'm almost done with them.
Take your time.
1, 2, and he starts counting the gold that you gave him.
And Basil just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Another 5 minutes go by, and you get your potions. Thank you for your business. Hope to see you again.
Rian is going to look to his left, and there's like a bust, like a statue there, and he's just gonna look to the statue and say, "How do they find me? They always find me."
He's having a mental breakdown.
Excuse me, sir. Before I leave, how long have you had this business for?
I've been here for about 15 years.
15 years. Has this always been something you've been doing, or?
I did it in my younger years and decided to make a business out of it, and then because we are a frequent rest stop for people, I get good business. It actually has been picking up a little bit more, as you could tell from the empty vials, but also to the name of the shop. I am very lazy.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow. Do you have a kind of book or little note cards where you maybe have put together a little recipe to make healing potions, healing, I don't know, while you're on the go?
No. No. It's all up here.
I see. Well, it might be a good idea, for other people to maybe write it down.
If I do that, then they would be able to make their own. Then they wouldn't come to my shop.
That's true. That's true. Maybe you could write it down and hide it.
It's in here.
Oh my God.
Will that
Okay.
be all? I'm sorry,
Yes,
I
have a
have
good
other
day.
customers. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And he points to yourself.
Oh, I'm actually with them. I don't think I need anything, but thank you.
Oh. Okay. Well, if that's it. Bye. And he just turns around
Have a
and
good
walks
day.
back.
Rian's not even angry anymore. He's just sad. He's just defeated. And he's gonna turn back to the bust. I just got better. And I'm back.
Yeah, he's gonna write a song about this too.
I
You
walked
just get
in
back in.
to a potion shop.
Oh my god, stop.
What'd you say, friend? Did you say, is the statue speaking to me now too? Oh my god,
Here's
I'm getting out
hand
of here.
on Rian's shoulder and just lead him out of the shop.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there within sight, like a stable or it's kind of a place that might have animals nearby?
In sight? No.
Okay. While everyone's coming out of the shop, Gak is like 200 feet down the street, just wandering.
Okay. You see some
Can I
people
go
who are
with
like
them?
carrying. Sure.
I'll
Vay,
just
are you just standing at the door with
follow his
Gideon?
lead.
Yeah, Vay is like watching Gak wander off, and he's like, he's old, he's fine, he's an adult, it's fine, I'll wait. And then he's like thinking, well, I could get away from Rian, and like, you can see it's a really hard choice, but he stands at the door, he stays at the door.
Yeah, Adina will
You
go
can
with Gak.
You see a very perturbed look on Gideon. He's just looking at all this, going, just what? Anyways, so
Vay shifts away from him too, he's like, this is a very caustic environment right now.
Gak, make an investigation check.
Okay. 8.
Adina, you walk around the town with Gak for the entire time that they're in the shop, which is about 45 minutes.
Oh my god.
Don't find any stables.
Did Gak tell Adina what he was looking for, or was she just hanging out with him?
I think it probably took Gak like were you walking next to him or following him? Because it probably took him a
say
bit to even
walking.
notice.
I guess she may have interpreted that she was walking with him. It's up to you if Gak would have thought she was following him. So.
No, I think probably about like a few minutes in, Gak was like, "Oh, hi."
Hey, are you looking for anything?
No, I wanted to walk around, and I know sometimes places have animals, and I like to give them some food that I have.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, let's go see if we can find some.
Okay.
We do not.
Yeah, we walk around for 45 minutes and do not find anything. But Gak is like has a pack of rations out.
At this
He
point, the
has
rest
this,
of you do walk out of the store, and Gak and Adina are not there.
Do you know where they went? Basil looks at Vay.
Vay looks up, he's like, I mean, Gak kind of did that thing where he just like seems to find something to do and just walk towards it. But Adina's with him, so I think they went that way as he points in the direction they went.
Gideon
he's
speaks
fine.
up. Gideon speaks up. They walked that way, and I've actually seen them go from alleyway to alleyway. They're down there.
They got nowhere.
Yeah, they did like a square. They went around the block.
Good.
If you keep going left, you eventually go right. So.
That is true.
Gak, eventually you can't find stables or anything. And you find yourself back in the center street, and you can see probably 300-400 feet away your party still outside the shop.
Okay, I guess we'll head back. And he starts putting his ration thing away.
Yeah, I'm sure Yursa can help you find some animals, though. Along the way, at least.
It's not too important. I just like to give some pets.
Oh.
Well, there's some pets at my home, so when we make it to Wobrook, you can feed those.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fun. Have you met
Bench-
Chip?
I don't think so.
And a little blue frog crawls out of Gak's shirt and kind of like up onto his head.
Aww. What
He'll
a
take
cute
him and
little guy.
he'll hold him up.
She'll like pet his head.
It doesn't make noise, but like the like what is his throat kind of like goes in and out,
Yeah.
like it's purring.
He gets
Aw.
purred like it's purred.
Like,
Whatever.
Pets.
He doesn't eat, otherwise I'd give him food.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Well, he's
Eventually.
very cute.
Eventually, the two of you do make your way back to the party.
Did you find what you were looking for, guys?
No.
No. But that's okay.
Right, you're not gonna, okay. He's like, well, they're not gonna tell us, I guess, okay.
Yeah, Gak says no, and he just kind of looks wistfully to the side, thinking about
Okay.
all the animals he could have fed.
Yeah.
Tumbleweed.
He's like looking at everyone, he's like, is everyone alright today? Like, I'm sensing some weird energy. Is everyone good?
I'm fine.
I'm
That was a
doing
really long pause, guys. Like, that was a really long pause.
I
Ian
think-
looks a little,
Sorry.
is everything okay?
Yeah.
Right.
There was just an incident with a pair of keys. But everything is fine now, and I think it's just being in a new place can be a little overwhelming and lots of stimulation.
I want the record to show that it was a ring of keys. It was not a pair. A pair makes it sound like there was 2 keys. No, there were hundreds of keys.
There was about
Yes.
20, Ursa.
Yeah, Ursa literally looks at Rian. And so, with those hundreds of keys, I think it just caused Rian a little bit of pause to get through. But it's okay now. Everything's well. It's a beautiful day, and if we want, maybe we should use the rest of the daylight to keep pushing forward. Did we want to rest here for the day? What is everyone thinking?
I'm fine with pushing forward.
I say we just go.
I would agree. The sooner we can get these supplies to Wobrook, the sooner we can get Adina back to her family, the better.
Yeah, they would nod. He looks down at his paws, and then he, like, looks up, like, more walking, but he's willing to continue on. He does the thing where he, like, shakes one foot out, and he's like, right, yeah, we can keep on going.
Would you like to ride in the cart for a bit?
No, I just... There's a bunch of rocks on these roads. As he, like, picks up his foot and kind of looks at it. I don't know why.
Well,
It's just like the roads aren't really good.
Say, can we get you some shoes or coverings?
He's like, I mean, you can, but I don't know if you've noticed. And he motions around. He's like, there's not many people that look like me. I haven't been able to find.
Well, maybe we can quickly sew something up.
He looks at her, and then he like looks away. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's also kind of fashion choice. Kind of looks like stupid little socks when I put them on.
cute though, those footies.
Yeah. It looks like he has like little like socks on. Because
Like
like
when-
he can't have soles because they're digigrade. So he's like, it's fine. You know, the pain isn't that bad when you get used to it. Anyway, sorry, that was an aside. We can continue going.
If you're sure, I can walk and you can sit in the cart where I've been sitting.
I think May has been sitting in the cart half the time. I do believe so.
Yeah.
But no, he's literally fine. He's just being a baby. Oh no. Stop! That's such a mean gift.
Yeah, I was gonna say dogs put on those little booties whenever there's salt on the sidewalk.
That's all I can
Yeah.
imagine with Vey walking around like they're just like constantly kicking their feet.
It's so cute.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
God.
And Yurza will kind of get back in the cart and... What did we say our horse's name was? What's his name? I had it written down somewhere.
I did too. Hold on.
Horse.
Give me a second.
Wasn't it like?
Horsia.
I don't know why I think Stanley. It wasn't Stanley.
No,
not.
the one
Nero.
syllable.
Nero.
Oh,
Nero.
that's not one syllable. Okay, like get your life together. Okay, okay, Ursa will give Nero a good little pat and whisper something nice in his ear and continue going
Aw.
forward.
Okay. You continue
Gat-
moving forward. Yep.
As Rianne's like walking back towards the cart, Rianne's gonna feel a little, like a finger point on his shoulder. And when he turns around, he sees a mage hand holding Chip, and it's just kind of flying around. and Gak is going.
Gak is making plane noises
Sure.
in my fantasy world.
Oh my god.
Rianne,
Vay, you
Rianne,
hear? You hear in your head. Is the human okay?
No, he's not. And he says that out loud, just to nothing.
And
Vay, are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. Are you okay, Rianne?
Just gonna keep
Listen, I
walking.
don't think any of us are okay. I don't think any of us are okay, so I think it would probably be best to stop asking each other that, because I think the answer will always be no.
Yeah. Vay like kind of like looks at that and he's about to like protest and then he sees like the flying and then like Rianne and then he's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna let it be.
Gak will walk up to Rianne, and he'll say, "Chip and I have been working on this for a bit, and I thought it might lighten your spirits."
It does lighten my spirits, Gak. Thank you. It's
Frogs don't fly.
You're frogs don't fly.
It's fine.
All right.
Oh my god.
Rianne just staring at Gak like, anything else?
Oh, Rianne's having a bad day.
Remember how I ended the summary saying that his emotional vigor had been returned to him and he was ready to face
No, wrong.
quickly. How quickly.
Some of you hear the slight click of a katana leaving a sheath.
Ursa slowly puts her hand on top of Rian's hand. It's okay.
So, the party, you make your way out of Newald with a couple more hours of travel until you'll have to rest for the night. As you travel past the city, sorry, I said twice. You did notice as you were leaving there were guard posts on either side when you entered and when you leave. It leads you to believe that at least this city is more important, apparently, than Hambefort was. Which kind of makes you feel not a little bad. It makes you feel really bad, considering, everything that you guys have been through. But as you walk past Newald and leave the city, you can feel the mist and cool air from the bay itself and the mountains kind of creating this like epicenter of coolness, I guess. Whereas Hambefort was very dry and windless almost. But you travel for a couple more hours and you settle down for your first night's watch. Unless you guys want to do anything during this night's watch, we can move on to the next day
I think
and maybe
like,
skip a couple.
maybe when we were traveling, Adina would have gone up to both at the same time Basil and Yrsa, and she would have said, "So, are you both followers of the Wild Mother as well?"
I do practice as much as I can and make offerings when possible. And Ursa, she's very excited to share that.
What is
But
that?
yeah, and then she also kind of for a moment remembers Basil's struggle to connect. So then she kind of looks over at Basil.
Oh, so you don't the Wild Mother, I mean, is who we channel our energy from for magic. And I noticed that you you seemed like you had some sort of connection to the earth in some way. And we do similar magic, so I just thought maybe we shared the same patron.
I would say I am connected to the earth in a way. However, unfortunately, my patron, as you could call her, is and ignoring me right now. So I'm just trying to get my shit together so that we can stop whatever's going on, and I can go back to not speaking to her, but on a more we understand each other playing field. Do you understand?
Oh.
Laura
she's
is
like-
more the giving of life and the birth of life, whereas Basil's patron is the end of the life cycle.
Oh,
I told you I was connected to the earth, underneath it, like in it.
So the Raven Queen, right?
Yes.
And she's ignoring you?
Yes, I don't know why. We usually ignore each other, but this time, maybe it's petty of me, but I don't want to ignore me because I actually need her this time, and she's not having it. So, co-workers who are unfortunately taking a break from each other.
That's a very interesting relationship.
Can you even be like, I was an atheist before this, and then she just kind of jumped into my life, and I was like, okay, I guess this is a thing now. You can leave me alone until you need me. And she said, okay, and now we're where we are.
Well, Adina, maybe you could share how you connect with Melora. I shared a little bit with how I did my connections and when I enter a state of meditation. But I'm not so sure that it's worked for Basil yet. Maybe you have some advice that you could share.
Sure. Yeah, I've definitely never spoken one-on-one with her. We're not even on a name basis. I definitely still refer to her as the Wild Mother. I feel closest to her. I mean, I grow my livelihood, so my family, the land that we've owned, we give back to the Wild Mother. She provides for us. We give back to her. And she has blessed me and some of my other family members with the gifts of magic. This, and she'll hold her arcade focus, is our family heirloom. So we kind of pass it down through generations. So it's very much ingrained in me, but I don't think I have this, I'm not familiar with such a personal one-on-one thing. It's more of a just always been there, almost like a comfort, always surrounding me, feeling her. And so I don't know if I can really relate on having to, try and regain favor of a patron. I've never had them reach out to me like that.
She comes to me as a bug sometimes. But she doesn't really talk to me. She just gives me bad omens.
Are you sure they're bad necessarily? I mean, it's good to receive a sign, and typically animals are messengers of good omens.
Well, I guess normally yes, but I guess if your patron's the Raven Queen, I'm not sure if they would be good omens.
No, they're not necessarily bad, though. I'm not super familiar with the Raven Queen, but she's pretty. Just, it is what it is, right?
Yes, she is very. It is what it is. However, usually it is what it is. Visions of me seeing people dying and turning into ash. As of lately.
Sorry, real quick. As this conversation is happening, Vey is gonna turn and he's like, I'm sorry, Basil, did you say your patron's Lady Winter? The Raven Queen is what
Yes.
you got.
Yes,
And
she's my coworker.
You see his eyebrows go way up. He kind of had figured it, but he turns and he's like, and you think that her showing you things is a bad thing?
I mean, no, they're bad things, and I appreciate her showing them to me. However, what I don't appreciate is her showing them to me and then ignoring me when her to clarify.
I'm sorry, you're upset that a god is ignoring you?
Yes.
That's an opinion to have, for sure. I wouldn't go anywhere near, like, open fields where lightning could strike you down, but, other than that, he looks worried for Basil at this. Before he kind of turns back around, like, yikes! Oh no. Okay.
The Raven Queen and I didn't talk often. I would bring her spirits and she would take them away. So there wasn't any kind of gifts I would bring to her. It would just be dead people. I would also keep people alive if I said it wasn't their time. So we kind of had this mutual understanding of each other. And it wouldn't be anything, I would reach out to her and she would come with any kind of answers to my questions. And now, all of a sudden, she sends me 2 very disturbing visions and says, have fun, Basil. Figure it out, Basil. I don't know. I cannot figure it out.
Are you positive these visions are from the Raven Queen?
Well, each time I saw a raven next to me, and then I'd go to sleep, and then I'd have the visions. If it wasn't from the Raven Queen, yikes. I'm not quite sure what to think about that. However, I have asked the Raven Queen I've asked her about the visions, and she hasn't said anything, which is not unlike her, but...
I mean, I think you should feel really special that you have this direct relationship anyway. I don't think anytime I pray to the Wild Mother, she directly responds at all. Have you, Yrsa? Like, do you have that connection?
Well, like you said, for me, it's always been very much a feeling. If I reach out, I know she's there. And maybe not through a raven specifically, but a flower will bloom. Some critter will come and visit me, and just... I can look, and I can feel, and I know her presence, but her magic works a little different than I think the Raven Queen does. Have we had a direct conversation? No, I can't say we have. But I feel as though any questions I have are often answered in their own way. I think it's interesting, Basil, that... and I suppose how this came about. Have you given much thought if it isn't the Raven Queen? I mean, who else would be sending you such graphic images?
That's a great question, Yrsa. As I've said before, it wouldn't be out of character for people to want to harm me or kill me. But I can't think of anybody who would go this far or even have the skill to do this.
Well, there are enemies of the Raven Queen.
That is true. That is true.
And if you are a very important vessel for her, others might try to mess with that.
Yes, but wouldn't you think she would tell me? Wouldn't you think she'd say, "Hey, Basil, thank you for sending all of these souls to me. By the way, you will have to live a life being aware of people who want to kill you because I'm your patron." Haha.
Well,
I don't think it's that simple, though. Maybe she doesn't know. Maybe something's blocking her from seeing the details exactly, and maybe the ravens are a sign that something's off, and the visions are from something else. I'm not sure, these are just thinking out loud.
or even if the Raven Queen does know and these visions are from her, maybe this is her way of telling you, like warning you of something.
That's possible. It could be an outside force too. Oh, Adina, I didn't tell you. My livelihood is being destroyed as we speak. My garden is being succumbed by this poison goop kind of stuff. Yeah, that night I had a vision, and then I woke up to my garden doing that. Then I also had another vision while we were in house. It was not good. There was a lot of death and 2 glowing eyes. And just for the sake of time, John, I'm going to rehash the vision just out loud to those who would like to hear.
Which one?
The
second one?
the second one that I told Yrsa. The most recent.
Right, the one where the garden was completely taken over and people were starting to rot and decay and die, and
Yeah.
there was darkness, and you saw a purple and red eye in the darkness, and then guttural, bassy laughter. Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yep.
I say that one.
And I don't know, I've only been with you guys for a few days, but if the Raven Queen is sending you these messages, I think she's trying to tell you what's happening to your garden and giving you as much knowledge as she has about maybe what's responsible or why. The eyes, I don't know off the top of my head like what that could mean, but it's something to keep an eye out. And then you saw rot and decay, your garden was affected, and she's showing you maybe how it can progress. I don't know. And you maybe have already thought of that.
I feel like I just don't know what to think anymore. I've tried reaching out to her so many times and just nothing. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with, Gideon's help and just my own knowledge. And I feel like I have all the puzzle pieces, but none of them fit together. I don't know.
I think we just need more information. Take it one day at a time, continue to reach out. And I think that's the best that you can do as of right now.
There are some followers of the Raven Queen in Wobrook. If you want to converse with them and see their ways about connecting with her better. And I'm not an expert on all deities at all, just from what I hear, but it might be, good to reach out to some people who maybe know how to foster that connection a little better.
That's true. I'll try that. I don't think I've met anybody, like this is Rachel talking, met any other followers of the Raven Queen. Have I, John? How popular is this religion?
You have not met anyone who follows the Raven Queen, no.
Okay. This would be my first time. I've never met other Raven Queen followers.
I would also like to point out, I'm sorry, You haven't even heard many people talk about her.
Cool.
Vey will turn, and he's like, Basil, just for your edification, Lady Winter is the patron of the place I come from.
Oh,
Right. And I'm just wondering, just to get a gauge of how you think, how many people pray to this goddess,
your goddess?
the Raven Queen. How many
The
people
Raven
do you think?
Queen? I can't even. I can't even have a guess. I've never met anybody follows her. I've never even heard people speak about her, and I've been around for a long time.
Right. I would just consider that perhaps she's not ignoring you on purpose, but rather that there's probably, even if you haven't met them, there's probably thousands of people reaching out for her help. Especially as she is the patron of other things other than death. For example, winter.
That is
She
true.
reigns dominion over that. But he kind of sees the vibe of the conversation, and he's like, "That's all I'll say," and then just turns back.
I appreciate that, Vey, really.
Adina, you would know because Basil comes from not been out mostly in the world. You would know that there are obviously worshippers in Wobrook of the Raven Queen, and there are in different parts of the world, and there are plenty in Valamine. It's people don't talk about her much because a lot of people don't like to talk about death.
Yep. And that's why.
Wow.
That's fair. That's probably why Adina doesn't know very much. She's like, not touching that.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Unless you know people that worship the Raven Queen are kind of like solidified in themselves of like, yeah, if I go, I go, and you know the Raven Queen. But a lot of people are just like, I don't know if I want that to be my patron, the goddess of death.
Basil's very much a not today.
Yes, yes, very much.
Basil, I'm happy to introduce you to the few that I am familiar with. I'm not, well acquainted with them, but very happy to do that for you. Get you connected with them.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Now let's talk Melora. And so we'll just gab about the Wild Mother, and she'll talk about her garden and would love to hear about the Fey Wild Warden stuff that you do.
Oh yeah, Yrsa will just if you ask, she will spend as much time possible talking about it, and she'll mention her sister Willow and how they were Rift Wardens kind of together, and the different creatures that they kind of combated, and Rian coming in to help. And,
Adina is sucked in, very fascinated by it all.
Story time.
Okay. We'll say that for the sake of time, you guys did, during these conversations and everything, did travel about 2 more days. You settle down one night and have your food around the fire and wake up the next morning. Oh, wait, let's update the calendar. Let's say it's been now Flame Rule the 20th. Because why not? You wake up the next morning and you can see, kind of, as you're making your way down the path, a very weird but colorful shaped cart making their way in the opposite direction of you. And you see 3 individuals walking next to this cart. They're not close enough to start a conversation, but they're kind of walking past you and walking your way.
What's that?
Do we know what that is?
None of you do, however, Vey, You immediately recognize this card.
Oh no! It's those motherfuckers! Oh no! How could you bring them back? This
As
is
they
a-
approach,
No!
as they approach, you see a small human, older woman with this like flower dress and this flower basket.
Oh no, hippies.
Oh,
You
you're
see
already in love.
a tan-skinned elf with very big curly hair and this patchwork quilt, kind of strumming this guitar next to a large hulking black dragonborn with this white tank top. He's kind of holding a flower, and they look over at you, and you can hear the dragonborn. Oh hey, how's it going? And you see
Oh my god. They
these
stiffen
people.
visibly before he's like, hello. Just
As
he
you-
sounds so sad.
As you address them, they immediately recognize. They, right? No way! It's you. It's like we just saw you the other day. How's it going, man?
It's like he pauses. He's like, it's like I just saw you too. It's going good. How are you guys? No more problems on the road?
Nah, not too many, man. And the elf pipes up. We've actually been doing pretty well. We're going to be traveling to the Shatter Spire is kind of east of here. How is I see? Hello, and she just kind of has this staggered and just kind of waves to everyone. And you see the older woman. Oh, hello, everyone, hello.
I think that Rianne is cheesing so hard right now for all of the ways that Vey acts. These people are so happy to see him. And Rianne doesn't know the story, but Rianne likes to think that like Vey was a part of this group for a long time and then broke away. And Rianne doesn't want to know differently. So Rianne's just going to smile at Vey and just kind of be very polite and sort of nodding and smiling to them and say, hello, my name is Rianne Alvain. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Doro.
Doro.
I'm Katie. And the elf pipes up.
Katie.
I'm Annie.
Annie. Wonderful to meet you all.
They look to the rest of you and just kind of smile and like nod their heads, waiting for you guys to introduce yourself.
Hi,
Hello, I'm
I'm
Adina.
Gak.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gak, I didn't catch your name. You were talking at the same time. And she points to Adina.
We're a little
Adina.
awkward in these pots.
Nice to meet you, Gak. Adina looks over at the half elf and the elf. No, you're both elves. No, wait, Basil's half elf. I'm sorry.
Basil full elf.
This was full.
Fuck! Damn it!
The elves.
The green elf and the other
I'm
elf.
Teal.
Sorry.
Yrsa says, hello, my name is Yrsa Moonglade. It is a pleasure to meet you. I enjoy your caravan.
The Dragonborn looks at you, Yrsa. Oh man, I love the whole thing you got going on. It is great.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoy your thing as well. Pointing to his tank top.
He bows down and extends his hand, and you see a sunflower appear in his hand out of
these are
nowhere
my
as he gives it to you.
people. Oh, this is so kind. And you know what? How about one for you? And she will make a flower of her own and exchange it.
As he sees, no way! You know how to do that too? This is
do.
amazing. You met great people.
I did. That's great.
Vey, you did not tell me you had such lovely friends.
Right. Before, when I was traveling here, I actually got him out of a little bit of a sticky situation, and we were just traveling a little bit. But you know, I'm glad to see you're all okay. Seriously.
Vey, you hear in your head, I can't believe these people are still alive.
Yeah, Ray's like nodding, like, yeah, what the fuck, man?
The smaller human woman comes over and picks the flower from Dora. I'll put it with the other ones, dear. As she kind of puts it in the flower basket.
Oh my god.
Where's everyone going? Also, I don't think we got your name. She points to you, Basil.
Basil.
Basil. Lovely name.
Thank you. I picked it for myself. Thank you.
Doro leans over again and makes another sunflower, hands it to you.
Thank you so much. I love these.
No problem.
Puts it behind her ear.
And that's Gideon. He's busy.
Oh my
Hi.
god. Doro's he's a little flirty, not gonna lie. Didn't remember that. But, you know, I love it. It's better like this. It's better like this.
So what brings you up here? Weren't you traveling to Hamblefoot or something?
Yes, I was, but we took care of business there, and we've decided to change course. That's
Wow.
actually where I met these.
Where are you heading to now? Annie says.
Wobrook.
Valamine.
You see all three of them kind of like look at each other. And Doro leans over. You know you're in Valamine, right, man?
Oh,
The city, and that is our secondary
Oh.
location. We plan to go to Wobrook and then backtrack to the capital of the Valamine Empire, Valamine.
that's where I'm going, but we're taking a detour.
Kind of going wherever the wind takes you.
Precisely.
Right on.
Anywhere the wind blows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Gak would fit in perfectly with these people. I feel like that traveling trip would be complete. It would be a showstopper.
The Katie, the older woman. Do any of you need anything? Any food rations or that sort? We have plenty to go around.
We just stopped through town. We're fine, but thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And
right.
everyone, the party can tell that Faye is trying to get out of this conversation as fast as he possibly can. His like paws are doing that thing where he's like kind of walking in place.
Well, I mean, we don't much have anything going on. We can maybe double back to Wobrook with you guys.
Oh, no, it's. I couldn't ask you to do really, and we're traveling it won't be easy. We're kind of going to other places. We just want to get there. It's not going leisurely at all, guys. It's fine. No.
Annie puts her hand up and says, "Don't worry, Dora. We're not doubling back. And honestly, we're a little much."
Well,
They looks at Annie and just like gives her the "Thank you so much. You are a goddess. I love you." Look.
She pulls her cloak to the side and goes, "By the way, it's holding up really well." And you see with this like green and blue and yellow patchwork cloak, there's a significant portion of it that is a different shade. What color do you think you?
It was probably like a more satiny green, I guess. That
Okay.
probably.
There's a different shade that looks more newer than all of it. She goes, It works well. It actually looks really good too. I love it.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry I got damaged in the first place. That was wrong of that evil-looking monster.
Wolves.
Oops.
if you guys wanted to, you could. If you're going that way, you could go to the Valamine city, and then we could meet you there.
Nah, we don't travel into the cities, man. It's bad vibes.
Okay.
All right.
Do you guys want to see something cool? And Gak's gonna have Chip fly
Yeah.
around on his hand.
Oh my god.
Whoa, that is awesome. You see
Yeah.
the other two roll their eyes at Doro.
Oh my
I've
god.
been working on it, and I'm trying to make it even cooler than it was the last time.
That is, how do you do that? Like, and you can see Doro like hold his hand out and like kind of focus. I don't think the Wild Mother gives that kind of magic. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, we really should be on our way.
Rian's gonna
All at the
lean
same
over
time.
to Yrsa and be like, "Please be honest. Is that how I was acting with the whole key situation?"
He just looks at you and just smiles.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Literally, I was gonna say after this, Vay leans over and he's like, "This is my keys. This is my keys."
It's just like a chain reaction. Rian says that to Ursa, goes back to upright, and then Vay leans over to Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And he's gonna clasp Vay's shoulder and just be like, "It's okay, bud. I'm here. I get you."
You hear Annie speak up. Well, it's nice to see you again, Vay, and nice to meet all of you. But we don't want to keep you, and you guys have a couple hours of sunlight left, so we'll leave you all alone. There's nothing you need at all.
No, we're good. But keep yourself safe. That would be something I would need. I think I worry.
We're totally fine. We tried to keep away from dangerous areas, especially after we met you.
I'm glad to hear it, but even so, be careful. You never know.
You do hear Dora kind of talk to Katie. Well, remember, we gotta go to that forest. We were talking about it. Oh, that's right. Yes, we have to go there.
And Vay hates this. He hates that he's a good person. He's like, I'm sorry, a forest? What kind of?
Yeah, the Mallow Grove, man. There's some like hidden city or something that I don't know, but we're trying to see what's up.
There's not.
Oh, Rian's gonna look
no
at Ursa and be like,
We already went there. It's just trees here.
Make a deception check, Basil.
Ursa was gonna say something, but she just like, okay.
Can Gak assist because I don't think he actually realizes there is one. So he's like, no, there's nothing.
Sure, roll with advantage. I mean, you rolled. For some reason, I read that as decapitation, not deception. For some reason,
all three of them.
They're completely gone. You can roll again if you would like to, Basil.
I probably won't get. You said deception, okay?
Wow.
Okay. Do you see Doro kind of deflate? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it's okay. We can still go to the forest to see it.
There's nothing that you can't get there
Basil,
that you
Basil,
can get
Basil,
here.
Basil. Ursa?
I can tell you all a little secret. That if you go
They lean in.
to this forest, you may not find a city, but I can promise you will find something there that is just as exciting and magical. But you just have to look hard enough. She gives them a little wink.
The two, Katie and Annie, nod, and Doro's just standing there like he's trying to read you and like figure out what that means. So he looks back to the other two. Yeah, it's Gak and Doro have the same expression. Just like,
Yours is just smiling.
what does it mean?
Oh my god! I hate this man.
You'll find out.
All right, well,
On a separate... Well,
so-
before you go
what-
there
Yeah.
to see, did you hear there something in the Shadow Spires? I heard that there was some type of secret tunnel that perhaps the group of you maybe heard about.
really?
It was a,
No, we haven't heard of that.
It was a rumor. I just heard in passing. Wait, no, Gak, come back, Gak.
Where's he going?
Sorry.
You know what? Never mind.
I saw a guy with a bunch of cabbages over there. I had to go.
We really should be going. We don't have much travel time left. Well, again, nice to see all of you. Don't be a stranger. If we cross paths again, of course.
I won't. Just be careful. Just please, God, be careful. As he like starts to skirt around them, he's like, these people, they stress me the fuck out.
And as they start making their way off, you see Doro waving. You can hear Annie plucking the guitar, and you hear in the distance, "Secret tunnel, secret tunnel."
They go,
In
hey,
the
that's a good idea for a
mountains.
song.
And then you hear Doro. You hear Doro, "Secret City."
In the
I say-
mallow.
I think with that, we're going to take our break.
Yeah.
I need it. I need vodka after that. Something about Doro triggers my fight or flight instinct. There's just
I don't know
something-
what you mean, man.
I don't like it.
We're going to go to the bay and catch some sick waves, bruh.
Love them.
All right, well, we'll be back with the continuation of this session and however long it takes us.
However long. All right. Break time.
Oh.
Okay, we're back. Hi.
Hi, welcome back. Well, let's just get right back into this game as you guys are traveling from Hammerfort to Wobrook. You have traveled through the town of Newald and have met some very interesting people along the way. You just passed what were known as the Wanderers, a friendly group that knew Vey very well, who Vey had helped previously. As you all are traveling on this day, is there anything you guys would like to do? You guys have about 3 more days before you get there, and I have not been keeping. Actually, it's good that I have this calendar. You left on the 6th.
At the end of
It's been 15
Rian's
days.
Summary, at the end of Rian's summary, it was the 18th, right?
18th
what
is
he
when
said?
you were in Newald.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's been 3 days since.
Very nice.
You have about 3 more days. That will put you. Currently, you are 15 days in with the caravan of supplies. So you have
How many
5 more
days?
days to get there. You have your 3 days left to get to Wobrook. You are 15 days in on your trip.
Let's get to Wobrook. Finally.
I just want to let
I don't
you
know,
know.
I feel like we should.
For every day that we've been traveling, as the sun rises, Vey gets 2 chances to wake up. And on the 3rd chance, if Vey does not wake up, it's water.
What? Oh no.
So
Okay, Vey, I would like you to
What
Vey,
do I
roll
do?
3 d20s. If they're above 10, or 10 or above, then you wake up.
Yeah, it's like Rian would come over and be like, "Morning, Vey." And the second
Oh my
time,
god.
"Vey, wake up, time for training." 3rd time, splash.
What is the command for the? Actually, wait! I can just click the thing. I am smart. Oh.
That's 1.
Oh. Oh.
You wake up on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Wait, was
wake
the
up.
3rd one going to be water?
3rd one's going to be water.
Okay, so you failed the first 2. So you wake up as he pours water on you.
Right. He does that thing where, like a cat, he like literally hisses. Like he's hissing and like flipping out, and his like tail is around. His paws are like flailing in the air. He does not like the water. But he does get up,
All right,
wet and sad.
come on, kitty cat, let's go train.
Can vouch. I've been woken up via water too, and it's not fun.
Same.
Yeah. He does the like thing where he's like, you know, he's like, I don't like you anymore. I've decided. As he follows Rian to wherever Rian's going.
Well, good. Channel it into your training. You've met drill instructor Rian.
Yeah, he's also met Key Rian, so now there's a spectrum here of Rians.
This is how Rian takes out his aggression for the key incident.
Yeah, no, for sure, because Vey fucked it up for him. This is like penance. Like he's just there whacking Vey with a bat, and like Yrsa walks by with her tea. It's like great.
He's just an average morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Vey is soaking wet. Nursa just has nice tea.
Yep. Little
Ah,
dainty tea. I know my mug alignment now. It's the daintiest.
We'll say, I would like to say we're going to play a game of rollies. During these trainings, let's see who actually gets the better of one another during these trainings. So you just roll a d20, whoever has the highest wins. So this will be 3 days worth of training. So 3 times.
Oh, well, I don't roll well, so we're going
18
to...
for the first
You can use your
one.
real dice.
Oh,
Nah.
natural 20 for the second.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, I get beat to shit, apparently.
17 for the third one.
It's not so much you getting beat to shit. It's more,
no.
Rian has taken control during these trainings and actually tried to train you in some of his forms. You really, on one of these days, especially the day when he throws water on you, you really just want to like show him what you got, but you're like, I don't want to hurt Rian. So
He's
you
old.
just let it happen.
He's old.
Oh my gosh.
He's got brittle bones. I just, I don't want to.
Yeah. Him thinking about digging his like little claw feet in and just fucking taking this man down like his little claws.
You show immense restraint, Vey, from
Thank you.
actually showing off your paladin abilities against this human fighter.
Him dropping his sword and punching and smiting his body.
Did you just smite me?
I will say, on the maybe the third day, probably right before we get to Wobrook, just ending that morning, ending the training session, Rian's gonna kind of look Vey up and down and nod and say, "Good job. I know you might not feel like it, but you've grown a lot just in the past few days. And it might not feel like it either, but the soreness you feel in some of your bones, well, it's a good sign."
He looks up and he's like, "Is this a part where I call you dad or?"
No, this is the part where you get a break for a couple of days, and you get to enjoy your mornings like Yrsa does, as he's going to take a small little cup and pour Vey some tea and be like, "Here you go. You earned it."
The chaotic evil where he puts his fingers in the...
All right, you know what? Rian's going to pry his fingers out. "You do not get this until you learn manners, young man."
No, he holds it normally, but that would have been very funny. Yes, he looks quite content knowing that he will know. But he seems very happy that he's gotten to learn some stuff. He's playfully upset about his experience.
Yes.
But yeah, every morning he kind of looks at Yrsa and he's like, "She doesn't know how good she has it. I don't like it."
The next... Oh,
Go ahead, sorry. No.
I was going to say, the next 3 days are very uneventful. Eventually, you do see in the distance, some of you, very familiar to you, the town of Wobrook. There is... you see a central road that kind of, you can see like a vineyard in the distance and like a farm also leading up to this this archway checkpoint that leads into the town proper. But as you make your way towards the town, you see this beautiful green town that sits next on what is known as the Blade River. Wobrook is known for its very extraordinary vineyards, and as you make your way into the town itself, first being stopped at the guard checkpoint, you can immediately smell grapes in the air. There are so many vineyards here. You can't see them all. There's a hill where you can see a windmill at the top. It's hard to see. This is the biggest place you've been so far as a group. But the town itself is beautiful. The thoroughfare is made of actual stone instead of just dirt. The buildings themselves look like they are very well kept. Most of you know that Wobrook is a tourist town for a lot of nobles and those in positions of power. So the town needs to look the part. But if you make your way in, welcome to Wobrook.
Oh, there's a map. I don't know why I said it like that.
Aw, yeah.
Adina,
Oh, so big.
you kind of breathe in the air and realize, I'm home. You lead the party.
Going to my home. I'm looking for it on the map. Here's my house.
What side are we on?
I have no idea.
You are right
Bottom.
here.
Oh, okay.
So many vineyards.
This is a big town.
I know.
Basil, there's a cemetery.
Oh my god! Okay, I found
Jack,
there's
there's
a
a stables.
vineyard, which means my home
Oh.
is over west.
Okay.
Like basically like directly west from, not directly, like, but yeah.
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 They, as you all are going through the town, you realize, oh yeah, I remember this place. As you pass the Wine and Vine inn that you had stayed in not too many days ago, maybe almost a month, I guess.
Is this the place where the guy was like, "What circle of hell are you from?"
Mhm.
Yeah, great, awesome. I'm loving the town already. Glad to circle back to this place.
Everyone make perception checks as you're walking through the town.
Perception.
Ooh.
What doth I
Dang
see?
it,
I don't
Basil.
see. I don't see nothing compared to everyone else.
No, me either.
Me either.
I might start
places.
rolling normal dice because I'm. Oh.
Oh, whoa.
This
Adina,
is
you're
your
so
town.
overwhelmed.
I'm focused
happy
on
to be
home, my beautiful wife. I just gotta go
Oh, yeah.
home. Just
This is
following
not
the
my
route.
beautiful
Yeah.
house.
Adina's actually booking it through the town, and you guys are having to actually keep up with her. There is no time for you to really see the sights. The town is beautiful. Yursa, this is also a very kind of big moment for you, seeing this
Yeah.
town and seeing such, I guess, beautiful civilization.
Yeah. It looks like they very much found a balance of like living with the land and working with it rather than against it here, especially with like all
Correct.
the vineyards and such. So yeah,
Yes.
you're some vibes.
I will say, Basil, Rian, and Gak, apparently. You do see signs. There's a board. There's three postings of the same thing on this board as you go past the tavern, and you can see these are kind of posted throughout the town as well. But quickly glancing, I think, yeah, because of the perception checks, the three of you got those are really high. You see on the paper itself what looks like a picture of a halfling male, and it says in bold, "Missing persons," and it says underneath that, "Our son Godric Elderjune has gone missing. The guards are no longer helpful and have given up. A handsome reward of 500 gold pieces will be awarded to those who find him. Please make your way to the Elderjune vineyard." I can post this.
What does that say?
Oh. I can't read.
Well,
Oh, that's right.
definitely,
He definitely saw it though.
Yeah, you did.
there does seem to be a missing boy somewhere here in town, or possibly outside of town. And Yursa will read exactly what it says to Gak.
Oh.
Adina, you did or do know this person, the son of the Elder Junes. And the name for all of you kind of rings a bell from the bandits that had mentioned them. Or no, it was Adina saw the symbol that the bandits
Yeah.
had stolen from. But Adina, you get this realization you're also still booking it to your homestead.
She'll slow down and kind of backtrack a little bit. Just kind of, you know, shocks her back into reality. That's a son of the family that those bandits had also attacked. That was the symbol, same symbol.
How old?
You cut out. Angel.
How old is he?
Young man.
Last you remember around 17.
Yeah, not quite an adult, but not a little boy.
Also, the best of your knowledge, you would know that he would not be old enough to go on ventures out with supplies. So
Yeah, so she'll kind of relay like 17 wouldn't do missions on his own, kind of thing. Missions, travel on his own.
So is it probably unrelated to the bandits we fought then?
I don't know. I think it'd be good to ask them.
As you're
They seem
passing by,
desperate.
you see some the townsfolk look at you, Adina, and go, "Oh, good morning, Adina."
Oh, good morning.
They walk
I'm
by
not
and
home
just
now. Okay, no conversation. Gonna keep walking.
Oh my gosh.
okay. As you make your way through the town, you eventually come to the the Erdem Vineyard. It is a very nice but large, almost log cabin estate. You were able to see a couple of the buildings that were kind of related to the vineyards, especially on the hill. They are very nice and stand out from the rest of the buildings. This house kind of seems to fit in a little more, and looks a little bit older, like they've been here for a while. But it is a 2-story, almost log cabin-esque, with this green roofing, and you can see behind a large vineyard of well-lined vines. Adina, you are home.
Well, if you guys would please come in and meet my family. I don't want this to be our goodbye, just dropping me off at my door.
Yeah, bye. It's been nice seeing you.
I'm sure they'd
I-
love to meet you all too.
Yeah, sure.
It would be lovely. Thank you.
All right, so she will then go in the front door, push the big door open, and say, "Hello, I'm back."
You hear like clanging from the kitchen, which is down the hall, and you just hear muttering. And coming from around the corner, you see the rest of you see a woman with long brown hair with a single streak of white through it, very chiseled features, almost resembles Adina in a sense. As she looks over, Adina, and she runs towards you.
Yeah, she'll run to her and give her a big hug as well.
Oh, I thought, thank God you're home. And she looks
Hi.
past. Hello.
Yes, I'm back because of these people. It's a crazy story, and we should definitely sit down to tell you about it. But these are now my friends. They help me out.
Hello.
Coming from around another corner, you see an older gentleman with gray hair, kind of straggly, with a gray beard and these piercing green eyes, wrinkles on the head, very well dressed. Adina, as he also runs and gives you a hug, and then looks to the rest of the party, and your mother speaks up and says, These are friends of Adina. We're going to invite them to dinner. Of course. Of course.
Just the yes man. Of course, follow what she says.
I'm so glad you're home.
Yes, so, and she'll kind of point to everybody, naming them and saying like a little like anecdote, like, this is Basil and she heals people. This is Yursa, she's really good with nature as well. This is Vay, he's very strong, like, don't doubt that. This is Rion, he's
Nice to
also
meet you.
strong, but just, he's a little bit harder to get to know. And this is Gak, he's very smart. And then kind of eyes her parents like, he's very smart. And then points back to Gideon, and that's Gideon. He's a little quiet, but very sweet.
Hello, as Gideon waves to them. Please, come in. My name is Garrett Erdem. This is my wife, Martha. We would love to have you for dinner. He kind of
So cute.
Garrett and Martha? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna cry. And they have such a sweet little dog. I'm gonna cry.
Most wholesome family.
She will ask, is Stella here?
Oh, yes, she's upstairs, resting.
Okay, if you guys all get settled, I'm gonna go say hey to Stella. And she
All right.
will run upstairs to her wife.
Martha gestures to all of you. Please, follow me into the dining area, and she brings you into this very nice, almost log cabin aesthetics. A very long, dark wooden table with these kind of green and gold cushioned chairs. There's a fireplace off to the end, and above it, like a shield with the crossed swords across it. You know, decorations of those who have money. All this is happening. You head upstairs, Adina, and you open the door, and you see your wife, Stella, as she looks over.
Oh, stop.
Oh my god.
You see, she kind of gets up out of the bed. Adina, and she tries to get out.
Still. And she'll go over and give her a hug and a kiss.
She hugs and kisses you, and she grabs your hand. So glad you're back. How was the traveling?
It was rough. If you have the energy to come down, I'd love for you to meet these wonderful people, and we can tell you all about it. But if you're tired, just please stay put. It doesn't.
No,
it's not bad.
I'm actually feeling very, very well today. No, I would love to come down. You said you met some people on the road?
Literal angels. I can't wait for you to meet them.
Oh.
They're the most wonderful people I've ever met, and I would be
Cannot-
honored for you to meet them too.
I cannot wait to meet them as well. Can you help me up, please?
Yes, of course. And she will get her wife all set
Yep.
and ready to go down.
Yep, she's not in the all the way waddle phase, but she's like really,
Aw.
really close to it. As she knows, she's holding her back, and she's a very thin woman, so you can see the visible bump as you help her down the stairs. Everyone else is sitting already, as you see a beautiful pink tiefling with even darker pink hair, these curved back white horns, and these glowing but also like velvet red eyes. She's very well dressed, but you can see dressed in the way more flowy silks, and you can see a bump on her belly as she walks in, and you sit her down, and she looks around and goes, "Hello, everyone. I'm Stella."
And this is, and she will introduce everybody again. They saved my life. I just want you all to know that these people were so incredible and did not need to step in when they did. I was attacked. The people I was traveling with did not make it. But they stepped in to help me get our book back of all of our trade connections. And I didn't know I was gonna be alive, and I didn't know I was gonna see you guys again.
Stella grabs your hand and like starts to pat it. As your dad, as Garrett, speaks up. Well, I think I can speak for all of us. On behalf of the family, thank you for bringing our daughter home safely.
They're so cute. I'm sorry. If they would speak up, he's like, I think I speak on behalf of everyone. It was truly no trouble. I'm just glad we were there when we were. Your house families.
Oh no,
make
you
it
cut
whole
out
again. Oh no, did I?
at the very end. Yeah.
Well, he's just happy that they got to be back together again.
we must reward you in some way. And he kind of gets up.
Oh,
Yes.
You're already making dinner.
yeah.
Well,
Food
that's
is fine, please. It's
only some of it.
Invited us into your home. It's more than okay.
But Dad, is the ball still happening?
Yes. We actually got our invitation this morning.
Do you think there's any way we could bring them along? If you guys would be interested.
I've never been to a ball before.
It's more of a party of sorts. Newer family came into the town and they've been here for months, and well, they're looking to connect with the other families that own vineyards. So an invitation was sent out to all of them, but weeks ago. We would love for you to attend with us.
Balls were one of my favorite things growing up. I'd love to go to one again.
Well, by all means, this is the least we can do for the group who saved our daughter.
When they said there's a new family, did they seem like happy or suspicious?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Good question.
Alright. Yes, my great insight. Oh, yes, my great insight!
They didn't seem malicious or, like, annoyed that there's another family. They actually kind of seemed a little happy about it. You could tell that Garrett, father, is kind of off-put a little bit at the mention of parties, but Martha is very much happy to attend a party from what you can tell when they talk about it.
Yeah, they would. He's like, I'm assuming that you know this, you've gotten to know this family, or are they strangers to you?
We haven't really gotten to know them. They moved in 4 months ago. They had started building their vineyard last harvest tide, and then they had their estate built, and then finally moved in months ago. They don't come out much, what I know. And Martha speaks up. Yes, what I've heard around town is that they are sensitive to the light. They don't come out during the day.
No way! Oh, sorry.
Vey responds, no.
No way!
No, because like new family, missing child in the town doesn't come out during the day. I'm on to you, Jonathan. I'm on to you. I bet their name's something creepy too. Watch it be.
Yeah, what's their last name?
Oh, just the Briarwoods.
Just
The Briarwood.
This is my wife, Delilah.
The Adams family moved in recently.
Hello, I am Gomez Florencia Adams.
It's Jeff and Daniel.
They are a prestigious family from what I've heard from East Varia, Blackmores.
Wow.
Can you put that in the chat for me, please?
Wow. That makes so much sense. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I just kind of fucked that up.
It's okay, Vey. We were.
Okay, you can think what you want.
Night, we were all thinking it.
Okay.
Unless
What if it's the most
Adina's
kind family we've ever met? They're the vampires.
What if Adina's?
Yeah, no. No, Adina's not a vampire. No, Adina was like pulled right by a burning cart, middle day. Like, we're good. I think she's been in the daytime. She's probably crossed running water at this point.
Have we seen it though?
She's been standing next to a paladin for like a good
She
week.
could be a special vampire.
A special vampire?
A special vampire.
An
special
energy
thing.
vampire.
A special vampire.
Oh yeah, her and
Baby
her
vampire.
beautiful pregnant tiefling wife are. That's the trap.
Stella does speak up, and she does say, well, I would love to go to this party, but of course I cannot.
And I'll
Aw.
stay with you. We'll have our own.
You
little-
don't have to.
I have been out. I am tired. I didn't know if I was going to make it back a few times. I'm just happy to be home. And she'll
For
take her
almost 3
hands
sessions.
and just hold them.
And she pats your hand once more. Well, if you are attending with us, the party will be in 3 days from now. You don't. Not- yes, and he looks to the Goliath who has his hand raised.
So, I know you guys are saying party, but you were also saying ball. Are those the same thing?
Not really. A ball is more extravagant. It's a dance. It's for nobles and those that are rich with money. I think this is going to be along those lines, but they're not using the word party. So, well, it's from what I've read from the invitation, it's more leisurely getting to know each other and creating business with one another,
Oh,
growing connections.
Then we don't have to go. Thank you, though.
No, Vay instantly turns to like, I would love to go.
Oh, what business do you have to?
I like
The
dancing.
business of fun, Gak.
Yeah.
We, I think we could use a fun time.
Okay.
Well, they're not always for business, I would assume. I've heard stories of dancing and other merriment. You're just like, right? That's happened in those books I read.
Martha does speak up and goes, yes, it won't all just be business. There will be dancing. There will be, drinks.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey!
Hello. Don't
Uh,
mind. Keep going. I'll catch up.
You are at Adina's house, sitting at the table for dinner with her family, and you are being invited to a party by... And I will go from there. Yeah, there will be drinks and festivities, I'm sure. It's not all business, as she smiles towards the Goliath.
I
Okay.
think our business there will mostly just be to have.
Well, I mean, you could also, on behalf of our family as well, you did help our daughter, well, survive and come back home. If that's all right with you, that will allow you to have more station at the party, at least to feel more at home.
And
Basil just goes,
Of course, you don't have to.
oh, honestly, one thing that it may help with is if some of these people may have friends in higher places. I've heard that a lot of what being an adventurer ends up being is networking, so to speak, trying to get to know people who can get you into important places.
Oh, there will be plenty of rich people at this party, and if you are trying to network your, you have a name for your group, or...
Yes, we do.
Oh, wonderful. What is it?
Rian didn't laugh. That was Joe. We're the Seekers of Insania. I'm from Siri, and from where I grew up, Insania is a phrase that means to help others altruistically from the kindness of your own heart. Which is
You hear Stella speak up. I'm actually familiar with that phrase. I'm originally from Siri, but grew up here. I came when I was a young age.
I'm from Siri too.
Gak is from Siri
Really?
as well. Yes.
Wow. Anyone else? She looks around the table.
If anyone else,
No.
I'd be fairly disappointed that it hasn't come up sooner.
No.
Oh, look at that old man. Oh, Garrett.
Wait, I thought I shared these. Are you
No.
serious? Oh, I didn't. Shit.
Oh,
No.
Garrett. Oh,
Martha!
Martha Huvier.
I'm so sorry. I
Oh.
thought I did share these. I was
Love
sharing them
this
again
family.
because Ryan's here, so I guess I didn't share it at all.
Oh. Garrett. Oh, be my dad,
Excuse me.
please.
Garrett,
Be my dad.
I'll be your
Garrett.
dad.
Never mind. I don't want it anymore.
yeah.
Jonathan, this is more for you, but Vey looks very enamored with the other tiefling in the room. Almost like he
Stella!
hasn't seen. Yeah, Stella. Almost like he hasn't seen many tieflings before, and he's very happy. He's
That
not
is the
saying it.
correct assumption. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
You haven't actually on your travels so far. This is the first one you've seen.
yeah, he knows. He's aware.
Aww.
So he looks very happy to be here, and he's very excited about the ball. And he's absolutely going, party or no party. I will die on this.
At this point, food is brought out. There is a feast. There's assortments of meats and vegetables and kind of finger foods with cheeses and like charcuterie board and everything. It's the nicest meal you've had so far.
Wow.
As you all begin to eat, they do start kind of stoke the fire a little bit more.
And the wine is perfection. Just so
It
you
is.
know.
It is. Anybody who partakes in the wine, it is so good.
Just water for me.
Nope,
Garrett.
I'm
Okay,
going.
I forgot. Hey.
Let's go
Garrett.
for the wine. We can handle it.
So, and Garrett kind of sits back and wipes his mouth. So, where is everyone from? As he looks towards Rian first.
Oh, yes. I'm from a small village in northern Syria, right along the base of the mountains, in that region of the world.
What brought you to Valamine?
Well, there was someone in my life who inspired me to explore, to see the world. And so, one day, fate twisted my arm, so to speak, and I left. I explored Syria for a while, but then eventually just decided to hop on a ship and see where it took me.
Martha speaks up. Well, it's always nice to have someone who inspires you.
Yes. She threw a dagger at Rian and she didn't know. Yes, it is.
What about you? And she looks at Vey.
Oh, Vey looks up, and he's like, I'm from the White Crest.
Wait, Crest Mountains.
Yes.
How is it over there, up there? Sorry.
Beautiful, as always. You know, our trade's getting better, and so, obviously, rich with textiles. It's hard
Keep cutting
living.
out.
I don't
What?
know how to fix that.
Move the mic. closer
Basically,
to your
he's saying
face.
it's hard living,
Yeah.
but like,
Well, what brought you down here from your home?
I'm sorry, you cut out that time. I have no idea what's happening.
What
Is it
brought you
me?
here from your
It's a-
home?
Oh, him. I was just looking to get away a little bit. Just to kind of experience life.
And what about you? Looks to Gideon.
Gideon was kind of like looking down. He'll kind of glance up. I'm not sure.
They look at each other. Well, what brought you this way?
Was just looking for some opportunity, and this direction seemed to be the best way for it.
Well, we're glad to have you here. Of course, crossing paths with our daughter and helping her and saving her. He looks to Yrsa, and you?
Oh, I'm from a very small village near the Mallow Grove.
Oh,
Far from home.
yes. Near the tail end of the Empire. Any rumors from down there? We don't get out of Wobrook too much.
Oh, only that there's some hidden village deep within the grove, but I'm not so sure. Other than that, this is the farthest, I suppose, north I've been myself. So it's a nice experience. It's a very lovely town. It's nice to feel as though you've worked with the earth around you rather than just take from it. You have a very lovely home and a lovely city here.
Thank you. We definitely try to make sure that we take care of our surroundings. We work with nature every day. Stella does speak up and looks over. And where are you from? She said you were from Siri, right? She looks at you. Yak.
Yep.
Looks at Adina, looks back at Gak. What part?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the map. Out the middle.
She looks slowly back to Adina.
Specifics aren't necessary.
No, they're not.
It's
What brought you here?
well, I was trying to go to the Mushrak's son in Jono, and they were full, so I got on a boat because I was told that I could go to the Ivory Vicelium in Valamine.
Every time Gak mispronounces one of the names, she looks back at Adina and look like at the group, and then gets the nod to just go along.
Yeah.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. What do you want to study at the Ivory Lyceum?
Oh, so I can do a little bit of magic, and I want to do more so I can help people.
Do you? Garrett speaks up. Do you plan on joining the military?
What is that?
Basil just starts coughing.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you. I went down the wrong pipe.
What was that you said?
The military. Those who fight for the Empire. If you've seen any of the guards walking around, that would be considered the military.
No, I haven't thought about it.
Oh,
Gak is a very sweet person. I think that he would so much more going about his day, wandering around and
well, I'm not sure if you knew this, but in order to get into the Ivory Lyceum, you have to join Valamine military. It is their college, their school for, well, their military mages.
Oh, interesting.
I did not know that.
Cool. Yeah.
You can see that he reacts like, I'm sorry if I didn't mean. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong or.
No.
He's visibly uncomfortable.
It's better to know now than to find that out later. Perhaps there's something else we can figure out there. Maybe an independent study of some kind.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know. No one told me that. Interesting.
Oh.
I wonder if it's very outwardly explained to people. I guess.
No, it is not. It's a thing that they kind of keep to themselves until you get to the door.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Huh.
Every
It's-
time I start to have a little bit more faith in this empire, I just learn something new every day.
Martha
Meg nods at that.
Martha speaks up and says, "Yes, the Valamine Empire is not ideal. But we make do with what we have. Of course, we are better than most, and we try to at least give back to those in need. But the Empire and the guards care mostly about protection of their land more than they do their people.
If it helps you feel better.
You cut out for me.
You cut out for me too.
What is happening?
We're having some trouble. Everyone
hear
needs
me?
to scream.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it'll make you feel better, but it's the same way outside of the Empire.
I know that Alden is, well, East Varia is very open-armed. They take in most anybody, and I've heard that the college in Alden is probably the best bet, as he looks to Gak, for you to further your education if you weren't able to get into the Mushrik Sun in Siri. They don't make you join the military, they will actually teach you.
Oh. I might as well go check it out anyway.
We
It's-
have time.
Oh, I hope if you were to travel there, you would need it. It's quite far. It's on the other end of the continent.
I know somebody who's over there, so I'm supposed to meet up with him anyway, so
Stella speaks up. Oh, really? Anyone we might know, or?
His name's Dio.
Three of them all look and then look to Adina. No?
No, he's cool.
That's nice.
Rianne's eyes are on fire right now. He's like, please do not mention that he's a pirate.
No, Dio's
Martha's-
real cool.
Martha speaks up again and looks towards Basil. And where are you from?
Here and there.
In Wobrook?
No. I travel a lot. I traveled a lot when I was a girl, and I currently reside in.
Wodale. Oh, you're quite far from home. Actually, you're our neighbor on the other side of the Mirror Lake.
Yes.
They all look to everybody. And Garrett speaks up. Well, I'm glad we got to sit down with all of you and converse. And again, thank you so much for bringing our daughter home safe. As Garrett reaches his hand across the table and kind of puts his hand on top of Adina's. If there is anything we can do to repay the favor, please let us know. Our doors are open. We are more than willing to give you some sort of reward. Anything you need.
We can't take money from these people. They're too nice.
If we're going to be staying here for 3 days, do you know where we can go to get some rooms?
Oh, yeah, there are a couple of inns in the town. The most notable one is the Wine and Vine. It's kind of in the center of everything. It is the flagship inn. There's also the Riverside Inn. You'll get, well, a view of the Blade River. And there are a couple in Riversend. But that's about it.
Would Adina know of, because since she knows of some of the Raven Queen peeps in town, is there any like well-studied mages that maybe she could direct Gak to since he seems a little distraught over the news of his college.
Mages in this town, not so much. There is a magic shop in town, and you know of the person who runs it. Her name is Clara. She is a mage. You've seen her using a book from time to time to cast magic. Other than that, there's not anyone particular you know of that studies magic to the extent that Gak is looking for.
Okay.
And the followers of the Raven Queen are just for clarification, just because they are followers of the Raven Queen doesn't mean they're automatically like clerics with abilities. But there might be one at the temple. But again, that's cleric, like divine magic.
Cool. Gak, I'm not familiar with any magic teachers in town, but I do know Clara. She has a shop, and she knows magic, so you can talk to her and see where she studied and where she learned, and see if she can guide you to maybe her mentor.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you. I'll talk to her. I'll find it, I guess.
Yeah,
I will.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you you do know the shop's name. It is known as the Omnipharmacon.
Omnipharmacon?
Sorry, what?
Omnipharmacon.
Like the Necronomicon, but like...
But Pharmacon! It's like an... What is that called?
It's like an omnivore... Omnipharmana.
Almanac. Like an almanac.
I wonder...
Eventually, you all do finish up your dinner, and both Garrett and Martha stand up, kind of give a bow to the party, and say, remember, anything that you need, please let us know. Again, you are formally invited to attend the party with us, which will be in 3 days. From the invitation, I will say that you do need... be your best dressed. It's not a party for... I don't want to say people on the street.
Just, you want to dress the part, you know?
There will be a lot of rich people there.
This is my best.
Oh,
I got this cloak pretty new.
Well, there is clothing shops in town. You could probably get something tailored or made for you. Ask around.
They will turn to Gak and just, Gak, I can tailor clothes for you. They're not gonna be able to tailor to your size. They never can do mine. And he, kind of looks to the side, annoyed. But he has full confidence that he will be able to make Gak look, should we wish to go to the party.
Okay, cool.
Will the people here be the Wobrook? Why can't I say that?
Wobrook. It will be all of the families, the ones who produce the wine, the Dumans, the Pride Songs, the Elder Junes, our family as well, and the Elements. There might be dignitaries or nobles from different parts of the surrounding towns and cities. I wouldn't expect anybody from Eastvaria, definitely not Dagram, so surrounding Velamine towns and cities. Sometimes when parties are thrown, even if they don't get invitations, the richer people get the wind of it and travel.
True. Is knowing the people in this area, is there anyone we should stay away from? Know anything about?
No, everyone in the town is nice.
Could you
There.
tell us maybe more about, and not to bring the mood down at all, but the young man that is missing?
You see Martha and Garrett look at each other. Oh, no, the Elder June's son, Godric, has gone missing. Leave for... Check my notes. Hold. For about 6 days now. From what I've understood, the guards have done an investigation and come up with nothing. That is not entirely certain to say that they actually found anything or looked hard enough to find evidence. You see Martha speak up. We feel bad for Recon. Poor man lost his wife years ago, and now his son is gone.
Oh no.
Did the family seem to have any competition outside? Lovely.
No, not to my knowledge. Kind of keep more secluded to ourselves, transporting our goods from town to town. We are a very peaceful town. We are known throughout Fira. I mean, you might pick up enemies here and there, but no one who would want to do anything to your family.
The same people who attacked me must have at one point attacked one of the caravans of their family as well, because when we went to go get my items, we saw boxes with their family crest on it. Do you know if that might be tied to the boy missing? Or could that potentially be a separate incident?
No. Godric would not have gone out on trade runs. He's too young for that currently. I don't have much information. The best I could say is talk to Recon yourselves. He's been kind of held up at his estate on the other side of the river, Riversend.
Yeah, we will absolutely do that. I just figured as prominent people of this town, any information you could give us was certainly helpful. This gives us a little to go on. I don't mean to speak for everyone, but if we could be of help to Recon, you said his name?
Yes.
I'm sure we would love to be. But
Of course.
thank you for sharing what you did know.
No, it's I will help in any way. It is getting a little late. If there's anything else we can help you with, otherwise we will be heading to bed.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So do you know where the trade master is?
Oh, yes, that would be the Blue Scales Trade Guild on the other side of the river, River's End. Just look for the bridge, go on the other side, and look for the blue building.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Adina will whisper into her dad's ear, "Is there any amount of money we can give them for compensation?"
He whispers back, "Yes, of course, but they don't want it."
"I want to give it to them."
Okay, give me... Oh, keep talking to them. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you would excuse me a moment.
Better reverse pickpocket that shit.
She will turn to everybody. "So, the followers of the Raven Queen may not have the same magical capabilities you have, but just like the knowledge and studies that they have maybe will help you. And then I would say, as far as inns, Wine and Vine definitely is just the most exciting, I think, of all of them. It's going to have the most people in there, so if you really want something more sociable, that'll be the one to go to.
Okay.
Well, we appreciate all of the show. Of course, the invite to, as well as knowing where to go and, help the GAC, help me, and everything that your family.
It's still like nothing in comparison to what you guys have done for me and my family, for real.
It was just a Tuesday.
That's a crazy Tuesday, at least for me. So, yeah, I will never be able to fully repay you guys, but I'm glad I've been able to be helpful. At least
Your
some.
father does walk back in with a changed purse and kind of hands it off to you, like underneath the table.
All right, and then she will go up to Gideon and say, "Don't say no. Hold out your hand."
All right.
And she'll put it in there and then close his hands around it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can mark 250 gold pieces.
Is that all your daughter's life means to you?
Oh my god.
You can mark off 1 million gold pieces.
Yay! John, you are a father. Now we know how much. Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Whoa,
A boulder comes out from the sky, crashes through the... No.
Oh, you would
Eldar-
fucking kill Garrett?
Eldar
I think
appears
he's gonna
and
kill
throws a
Rian.
dagger at Rian.
Stella is pregnant. Double homicide.
Oh my god.
I kid.
So that's 250 between the whole party, right?
You currently have 250 gold in your hand. You haven't given it to the party yet.
Okay.
Also, the party
For the
did...
whole party.
You can mark off, you can put the boots of Elvenkind in your inventory as well. I gave the inventory to the party and said that you would like those boots, so you put that there.
Oh, did no one else want them?
No. Yeah.
No.
I mean, they could be useful to Rian, but I mean, my stealth is already pretty okay, so.
Well, also, like, Vey technically called out to Gideon and was like, look, we found boots, so it only makes sense
Yeah,
that Gideon
exactly.
takes them. So.
All right. Thank you.
You're so
Adina will take them.
Well, thank you all for coming.
They're such a cute family. If you do anything to hurt them, Jonathan, I'll show up at your door. I know where you live.
Well, they live in a town with vampires now, so they're
Yeah.
not going to be around long.
Yeah. Yeah, the Blackmores, because that's a totally not gothic name. They were really trying
Anyways.
to be subtle.
I love
Yeah.
John's face in response to that. I know I deserve this, but please stop.
Okay, you can keep thinking that.
Okay.
So you are let out of the Erdem estate, leaving your good friend Adina behind.
Dina.
Where's the party traveling?
When we
Across. Oh, Gak was just gonna be like, so are we going to the trade guild to turn in this stuff?
Yes, we should.
That is what we should do first, yes.
First off, for anyone who's going to accept it, everyone add 35 gold to your inventory.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll take it because I spent all my money earlier on health potions, so I'll take 35 gold.
Who got
Oh,
the
for the
sending
sake-
stones?
We haven't
No one
talked
actually
about
took
it
those.
yet.
No one yet.
Oh. All right.
Nick
carry
as
on.
a player is very excited about them though.
Yeah, you guys can talk about that after the session. So as you cross over the bridge over to River's End, for the sake of time and brevity, you are able to drop off these supplies with the Trades Guild. Let me look at my notes.
We get 200 gold pieces.
Yeah. Actually, I put it in quests. Never mind. Yeah, you receive your 200 gold pieces, and you are now allowed. The horse and carriage are yours to keep.
Woo.
And you send a messenger pigeon
We did it.
back to Hammerford, completing your first quest as a party.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Just
quest
appeared on the
complete.
screen. Yeah.
Aw.
It is not complete darkness. It is. You can see around the town these lantern lights just flicker on within an instant. There's no one around turning these on as well. It looks like they are possibly magical.
No, they have.
And you can see that the flame inside is not touching anything. It's kind of just floating inside. And as you look kind of closer, it's not really a flame. And Gak, you actually are familiar with this kind of magic. It is a single dancing light spell inside of each one of these lanterns that have been triggered.
Oh, wow. You guys know those little balls I can do?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what these are, all of these.
It's beautiful.
Fascinating.
Not fire, it's really cool.
Look at you. You figured that out, Gak. I didn't even notice.
Thank you.
For the party's information, you are also on the same side as the Elder June estate. So you're currently at the Trades Guild. Up here.
And right across the street is the Arma Pharmacorn.
I hate everything.
John, you should have seen that one coming. I mean, honestly.
Just like putty in Gak's hand. What are you doing?
Omnipharmacorn. I deserve this, but please stop. I need to get that on a shirt.
Well, I know it's getting kind of late. Do we want to do anything before we just go to the inn? Because I want to make sure that they have rooms. I don't know. It seems kind of busy with all the trading stuff that's happening.
Here, Gak, if it's all right with you, I think that we can say that we're relatively safe in this town for the time being. Why don't Gak and I go get the rooms, and the rest of you perhaps go check out the Elder June estate, collect some information, and then reconvene?
Before we split up, which inn do we want to go to so you guys know where we are if you get done before we do?
Does anyone have any preference between the two?
They would pipe up. He's like, I've been to the one that she recommended. It's nice. I was insulted in it, but that was more a patron. The person who runs it is a lovely woman. I highly recommend that one.
As long as the owner of the place decided to deal with the prejudice, that's good. That's good.
No, for sure, she did.
Right. Amazing.
The other one's on the water, and that could be really pretty if we have a room that faces the water.
I agree.
That's true.
Oh, wait a minute. Why don't we just stone the stones that we found, the sending stones? Gak and I could take one, and the rest of you could take the other.
There was only one. There was one set.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you both were gonna have one. Continue.
No.
I'll let. Oh man, I'm gonna let Gak have the cell phone, which is a bad idea. But I'm gonna let Gak have the cell phone because it's magic. And he knows
immediately
magic.
uses it. Now you have to wait a long rest.
So when Gak holds the sending stone, can he tell that it's magic? Because he has no idea what it is.
Ken, actually make an Arcana check.
Okay.
This is interesting.
And I think that he would give the other sending stone to Yersit.
Oh my
You
goodness.
grab the stone, and it's magical. At least That's what you were told, but you can't really tell anything magical. It's a stone, and it has like an engraved like ear on it. And you like hold it up to your ear, and you shake it, and you kind of speak into it. Nothing happens.
Thanks. And Gak's gonna like pull out just some like a feather that he has in his pocket. And he's like, "Here you go, Rian."
Oh, so cute.
Gak, do you know what this is?
No, but I can tell that there is some magic here.
It's called a sending stone, where, if I understand it properly, Gideon, correct me if I'm wrong, these two rocks, magical that they are, you can communicate back and forth between them in a 1 mile radius, I think is what you maybe said, Gideon, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. It's like I wasn't even there for that conversation. I don't remember.
And Gak will go, "Oh wow, that's so cool," and he'll start to like pull it up to his mouth.
At that point, he's going to hand the other one to Yrsa because he knows that Yrsa is the person who's most patient with Gak.
Yeah, man.
Sending stones allow you to cast the spell sending through it once per day, once per long rest.
Okay.
So how do I use this thing?
Oh, not now. You can only use it once per day. So if we're going to tell them where we're staying, we need to not use it now.
Oh, okay. Okay. And Gak will just kind of put it in his packet.
Amazing. Do you want your feather back? I don't need it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It was something in my pocket. I thought you were just giving me trash.
Well, it's nice to know that you reciprocate trash, Gak. That's nice, thank you. And he'll hand you the feather back.
So, with that, the party splits into two groups.
Ian's going with Rian and Gak. He basically just says that he has some work he wants to get done. So
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. So, Team Gideon, Gak, and Rian split off from Team Yrsa, Basil, and Vey. These teams have never gone bad before. So,
as long as Rian and Basil aren't together, it'll be fine.
And as long as Eldar isn't around, I think everything's good. So you all, the three of you, head into the town to find an inn to stay at. But we are going to go with the first three, Basil, Vey, and Yrsa, as you make your way through the town to the Elder June Vineyard. And you can see very simple brick building. It is 2 stories. Portions are a little off for a normal brick building that you're used to. It has these very dark dark roofing. Doesn't look like there's much else around other than this building. As you walk up to it, you can see there is light inside.
Should we just...
Yes, I think that'd be the polite thing to do. And Yrsa will knock on the door.
Okay, you knock. Wait about a minute or two until, as you you did notice, there was a doorknob at regular height, and then there's a second doorknob for like halfling height. As you see the halfling height one start to turn as this large red door opens, and you see a short but regal-looking halfling with these short, pointy ears, a very well-trimmed white beard, and balding white head with these kind of gold eyes. Look at you and say, "Could I help you?"
Aww.
Oh gosh, okay. My soul already hurts for him. Good evening. My name is Yrsa. These are my friends. We are in town, passing through, really, but we saw your sign, and we thought maybe we could help a bit with your son missing.
Yes, of course. What do you need from me?
Well, and kind of, she looks over her shoulder. Do you mind if maybe we come in and sit down?
Yes, of course. Sorry, the house is a little disheveled.
No.
No,
No,
No
do not
worries.
worry.
as he kind of leads you in. Looking around, you see a very beautiful like foyer that kind of has one staircase that goes up to the second floor and has two doors, one on either side that leads into like a dining area and then a living area. The living area seems to have couches big enough for halflings, but then also one couch big enough for normal sized people. You can see that the estate is made for halflings, however, can accommodate those who are not halfling size because he is a businessman. He needs to talk to other people that are not just halflings. As you all walk in, he leads you into the living space with a fire roaring. As he gestures for you all to sit. Please, sit. Do you need any water or anything like that? Drink, food?
No, thank you.
Oh, that'll be quite all right. But thank you.
You said you're here to help find my son?
Yes. On our way into town, we noticed. I am assuming you flyer. That was out.
Correct. I created the flyer.
Yes. And we were on our way to the Erdem vineyard because we got back from Adina. Adina.
Oh, young Adina has been returned.
Yes.
You can see a look of like excitement that quickly fades. That's good to hear.
And well, we understand that the gods kind of gave up, even though it hasn't been, that we would lend a helping hand.
Yes, the guards. You weren't able to find anything, but I don't think they looked hard enough. My son is a good boy. He wouldn't. People have been spreading rumors that he ran away, or didn't want to be part of the family business, which I know not to be true. He was very much involved in the business, and he wanted to be a part of it. And I can't see why he would run away, especially the state he left his room in. It's nothing has been moved or taken.
Have you two ever had issues before, like fighting? Tense relationship?
Between us, I'll be honest, we haven't had.
Regular father-son relationship.
Well, we haven't had the best of relationship since his mother passed a couple of years ago. But nothing out of the ordinary. He's young, he's a very paranoid person, which is another reason why I don't think that he would run away from home.
But do you have anyone who would want to cause him harm? Or
No.
not just
No.
him, but you?
Not to my knowledge, no. Sorry if I'm not being helpful.
No, this is a very stressful and difficult situation. Maybe you could tell us the last time you saw him, when and where was the last place you spoke with him?
Last place I saw him was we were going to bed. It was about 6 days ago, and said goodnight like I do every night, and closed his bedroom door, and the next morning he was gone.
And you didn't hear anything during the.
No, there was nothing. There was no sign of him leaving. I mean, I could show you his room if you'd like. You investigate it for yourself.
Sure.
All right. And he stands up and follow me, and he leads you all up the staircase and right down the hallway to a room that is painted like a dull green. As the door opens, you can see inside a bed off in the corner, very nice. A central table in the room, a dresser sort of off to the left, a window that leads out into what looks like the backyard of the estate, where you can see the vineyard off in the distance, kind of lit up by the moonlight. You can also see, looking around, there's like painting supplies, and at first glance, the room doesn't look disheveled or anything happened here.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can?
Nope. Allow me to throw it in the chat.
As you cast Detect Magic, you don't feel anything magical within the room. There is a magical essence, what looks to be around this necklace that Recon is wearing, and you quickly look at it, and it looks like a symbol of Palor.
But nothing in the room itself.
Nothing in the room. Nope.
Interesting.
If you all would like to, you can roll investigation checks.
Yes. Because, like, after that, Yrsa would just let them both know that she is not sensing anything magical in the room, but that doesn't mean, you know, the good old-fashioned way of kidnapping, I guess, still could have happened.
You see Recon kind of, like, look and say, I'm sorry, while you're investigating his room, I'm gonna head downstairs and wait. I can't see his things.
But
You see him start to tear up a little bit.
Vey will walk him back down. Since he like looks around, he's like, seems like a room.
Yrsa's like, yes, you're right.
You walk him back down, and we will get back to this while we head over to Team Get a Room. As you are walking through the town proper, you can see that even though it's dark outside now, there's still people walking around and conversing, and as you walk by, they wave. Much different atmosphere than Hambefort, whereas when it was dark and everyone was done working, they went to bed. Seems like there's more of a leisure air about the town.
They got clubs. They got clubs, and
Yep. You can hear in the distance, you know.
In another life, I think I was a dancer, but we don't need to talk about that. Anyway.
Okay.
Brienne did not say that.
So you have mentioned two choices: the Riverside Inn, which is the first inn to your right as you pass over the bridge, or the Wine and Vine, which is kind of in the town center, which you had already passed by.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, do we just want to go to each one? Do some pricing?
Sure, we can see which one is nicer.
And which one costs more, and then do this sort of pros and cons list to determine which inn we want to stay at.
And which one is looks more comfy?
Correct. Wow. We really did pick the more exciting thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was going to suggest we just take the first one we come across, but by all means, let's make it a thing.
Well, we might as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we could just glance over it and not even deal with the three of us at all, you know. But I think we should make it a thing.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So you're heading to the Riverside Inn first.
Riverside.
Okay. So it is a long building that is built right on the edge of the Riverside. You can see that the back half, as you're looking at it, there are divisions, but the back half is like mostly like glass above on the second floor. It looks like each room has like a domed glass view. Oh, what happened?
Night
His
put in the
fiance got
Discord
sick.
what happened. Yeah.
Oh no. You see each thing has a domed glass view that overlooks the river itself. As you walk in, you do see it is a normal looking bar inside. There's nothing fancy about it other than just kind of banners that have no real symbols on them, just like colorful to make up this like atmosphere of almost like a party. You do see a couple of gentlemen and people just kind of drinking and having their fill, and behind the bar, who has just gotten back from running from one of the tables, a elven male with brown hair pulled back in a ponytail, with long pointy ears and bright blue eyes, look over to you. Excuse me, can I help you with anything?
Yes, we are new to town. We just arrived this afternoon, and we were hoping to find lodging for the evening, and maybe even a little bit longer. We were invited to the ball. It's happening in several days. The party.
He looks to all of you. Really? You've been invited to the Paul.
Yes, we've been invited to Paul's. Yes.
We were. So you're just looking for rooms, then?
In the meantime, yes. None of us have ever been here except for one of our group. But they had stayed at the Wine and Vine Inn, and well, we just wanted to see what the town had to offer before we settled on something. For the first time in a while, we're not in a rush, so we can take our time with this.
If you're looking for nice beds and a good view, then the Riverside Inn is your choice. We don't have as much wine selections as Wine and Vine. Plus, the caretaker there is a little on the rough side. But we're considered the more affordable option.
Well,
when you say
I
more
don't
on the
care.
rough side, sorry, Gak, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I don't care about the wine really. I'm sure some other people on our party might, but we can just not tell them.
You came to Wobrook and don't care about the wine?
Nope.
And you're going to the party?
Yep.
All right.
We're an odd group.
Do you want the pricing, or do you want to get a drink, food?
We could know the pricing, and I'm also curious what you mean about the other owner being a little bit on the rougher side.
Well, more so that she doesn't really take shit from any of the patrons that stay there. She has a heavy right hand, I should say.
Oh, all right. It's not that bad.
No, I didn't mean to come off rude. Even though we are in competition, I love Cecilia to death.
Oh, well, that's nice to hear. But your pricing and your name, I don't think that we actually caught it.
Yes, Genlin.
Genlin?
Genlin.
Okay. Or
No,
Gellin.
that's the wrong way. No,
Okay.
that's the wrong one. There, I didn't
okay.
finish spelling it. The pricing would be 3 silver pieces a night.
Oh, 3 silver pieces a night. A room,
Is that-
correct?
Yeah.
Per room, yes.
A room, 3 silver.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
How big are the rooms?
They could fit 2 people. comfortably. Unless you want a single bedroom in which it's still the 3 silver, but you just get 1 bed. It's up to you.
Larger bed.
How many rooms are you thinking of?
I think we had 1, 2.
5? He looks at Gideon, who's holding
Yeah.
stands up.
Yeah, I think that's how many we had last
5.
time.
4 1-bedroom and then 1 2-bedroom. 2-bed. I mean.
All right, so 3 times 5. 15 silver pieces would be the total. Or 1 gold and 5 silver pieces.
Amazing.
Okay.
Well,
that math checks out. Yes.
Thank you, Genlin, for your information. We may or may not be back.
Do all the rooms look at the water?
Not all of them.
What if we got the rooms? Would they be the ones that looked at the water?
Well, I'm sorry. I did not know that you meant to have those specific rooms. There's an upcharge about 2 silver per room, so that would be along the lines of 5 silver per room if you get the ones that overlook the river. So then that would bring you to 2 gold.
That's good to know. I'm glad we asked that, because I would definitely be sad if I didn't have one that looked at the water.
Yes, most people do when they get up to the room and realize they didn't ask the question.
See?
That was a very good point, Gak. Thank you.
Is there anything else you need from me? I have quite a bit of patrons that not only can my employees, they need help. So is there anything else you need?
Nope, I don't think so.
Gideon, did you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Literally none.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you. Hopefully you come back and purchase a room here at the Riverside Inn. Goodbye now. And he turns around and starts pouring drinks and puts them on a platter and hands them over to one of the people who's running drinks and food back and forth. And things are starting to pick up.
That guy said that the other person was rough. He seemed to be a little mean there at the end.
He's busy, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the Wine and Vine. Let's see if they price match.
This is Amazon versus Best Buy. We try to see. Amazon has it here for.
I saw it on the app, and it's sold by Amazon. This isn't a third-party seller.
As you head to the Wine and Vine, which is in the town center, it is a 3-story L-shaped tavern. The wood itself actually has like engraved like vines to make it look like this very well-established area. As you head in, the immediate smell of wine hits you. It is sweet grape smell. You can hear many people chattering amongst each other, laughing and having a great time. It seems that now that it is the nightlife has started, there are people just having a grand old time. You see what looks like a central area of nothing that goes up, kind of this circle that goes all the way up to the ceiling of. It's like an atrium. You can look down. Have you ever been in those hotels that can look down in the atrium and it has like you can walk around outside? I don't know how to explain it very well, but anyways,
I know. What
there are 2 staircases that lead up to the 2nd story and then to the 3rd story. There is, however, plenty of people running drinks and food, but sitting behind the bar, kind of just giving directions to those running tables is a kind of tan-skinned woman with long black, almost dreaded hair. You can see scars across her face, and she's wearing like a white long sleeve shirt and this dirty looking brown vest. It's weird because the interior of this place is beautiful, the exterior is beautiful, and you look and see that this woman is definitely in charge of the place. And you immediately recognize, we know what Genlin was talking about, kind of. So as you approach, what do you do?
He said her name, right?
Cilia.
Cilia. Okay.
Cecilia.
Cecilia. Okay. So then Brienne would just kind of look to the other two and sort of wave her down. Excuse me, Cecilia, correct? And make his way up.
Yeah, can I help you? Do you need something?
Yes, you seem to be busy, so I'll try and keep it brief. We were looking
Yes, very.
for 5 rooms for the evening, and we were just wondering what your pricing is.
5 rooms?
5 rooms. 1, 2
Hold on.
beds, 4, 1 bed.
It'll be 5 gold, not 5 gold, sorry, 5 silver pieces per room.
That's the
Okay.
same price as the other place.
That's if you get a view.
All right. That's all we need to know from you, Cecilia, unless the two of you have any questions.
No.
No? Literally none?
Literally none.
All right. Thank you very much,
That's-
Cecilia. If we want to purchase a room, we'll come and find you.
She just gives you a cool. All right. Well, bye. And she just starts like she was in the middle of doing something and you guys kind of came up and she was kind of thrown off her game a little bit.
Yes. Well, for being owners of 2 separate taverns, they definitely pull off an exit very similarly when talking
Yeah.
to the
Shut
three
up.
of us. Do you
It's
think
almost
that's
like they're trying to rush through this part.
Do you think that's an us problem? Did we
I
do
don't
something
know.
wrong?
I
Gideon, you said I mean. What are you insinuating?
No, I said couldn't be.
Oh, all right. Sorry, didn't mean to come at you sideways there. All right. All right. Okay, sorry. If I'm being entirely honest, I gotta take a moment. If I'm being entirely honest, I'd prefer to stay at the Riverside Inn. The smell of wine is very prevalent here, and I'm gonna be very honest with the two of you. It just makes me a little uncomfortable. So if we could stay at the Riverside, I would prefer that. But if the two of you feel strongly about this place, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, I'm more than happy to concede.
No, I like the Riverside Inn, and it would be cheaper if we didn't get rooms that face the water. I'm okay with paying for I'm going to pay for my own room and get the water, but if you guys didn't want to, then it'd be cheaper too, and it doesn't smell like wine.
That's well, thank you, Gak. Gideon, how do you feel? Same way?
Yeah, but you're gonna tell Vay.
All right. I think it's time that Vay has something else to be mad at me for aside from I splashed them with water so many times. About the 4th day, I kind of felt bad about it, but they just kept not waking up, so I just kept doing it.
Well, Vay got like screamed at here last time, and it seems like there's a lot of people here who
That's true.
are loud, and the other one, it seems like people are just kind of enjoying themselves, and I like those types of people more.
All right. Well, let's go back.
Where are
to
you
the
guys? Are you
Riverside.
guys outside of the tavern or still inside?
I think that we would have walked
Outside,
out
yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
While you guys are just standing out there, there's one person that kind of comes out like drunk and just like kind of leans against and goes and falls over the railing into the bushes.
Oh, Gak's actually gonna go and pick him up.
No, Gak. No.
Why?
I don't know. It's bad luck to help a man who fell over a terrace.
And with that, we're going to shift back to the other party.
No, I think we have more. I think we have more that we're gonna talk about with.
No, I think we're good.
Listen, the other stuff at the house has been really heavy. All right, we need some levity. Okay.
Yeah, we're back to the house
And listen to
the heavy stuff.
Music. Sorry, I love the music. I love everything you do, John. Okay.
So, Vay has gone downstairs to watch over Recon as you all are investigating the room. Yursa, unfortunately, you're looking around. You're not seeing anything out of place. You're not seeing anything that screams to you something is wrong. However, Basil, you see different. Firstly, as you're looking around the room, again, nothing substantial sticking out to you. You do see on top of the dresser sorts of paintings. One of Godric, a lanky halfling teenager with scraggly blonde hair and mutton chops, sitting next to his father. You see another one, again, displayed on the dresser, of Godric and a lovely rosy-cheeked, short brown-haired halfling woman. Another is Godric, laughing with a human woman with short brown hair, a nice striped vest, resting over a white long-sleeve shirt. And as you're kind of just looking through, you get the sense that maybe Godric liked to paint. However, another thing catches your attention. There's a lack of dust underneath the dresser in a certain area that looks like something slides out from under it.
Is it easily?
Yeah, it's one of those dressers that has like an archway, so you can, like, things could like roll under there or whatever.
Okay. So do you want to help me with this quick?
Oh, yes, let's...
Basil just like points to the area and they move it out of the way, I guess, or...
Okay. Easily enough, as you crouch down and Yrsa helping, you see a box that has been slid underneath the dresser, kind of out of sight.
I open it.
Okay. Make it... No, I'm just kidding. As you open the box, you do see more paintings, but not as happy as the ones you saw above. They seem very quickly painted. Yrsa, you're able to pick up on this because you also love painting. You see one image of a dark, towering figure with bright yellow eyes. It looks like it's cutting off the light from an alleyway. Flip to another painting, you see the same kind of dark figure, but this time with more elongated ears. With more... It seems like they used brush strokes to create like almost like fur. A third one is just the entire page painted black in a similar shape, but this one is very frantic, and again, majority of the page is these bright yellow eyes.
That's weird.
That's not the only thing you see.
Oh shit, never mind.
What else do I see?
Well, did you want to say something, Yrsa, first?
She would just be kind of startled by the imagery. That's all. It's just she's never seen anybody draw something or paint something like this before.
As you're also looking around, Basil, you take a couple more minutes. You notice something on the windowsill seal. So faint. You see these very faint marks in the paint. And where you would lift the window, seems like these small scratches or claw marks. Looking further, it seems like these scratch marks kind of originate from the outside, as though something from the outside lifted the window. And as you follow that, because you rolled high enough, you kind of followed these scratch marks and you search around the room. Again, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. No blood, no signs of struggle. And again, looking around, if someone was to run away from home, it doesn't seem like they took anything with them. However, looking from the windowsill, you get this strange feeling to look up. And with the light in the room, you see what look like marks in the ceiling, as though something with sharp talons or claws was digging into the wood. You can determine by a roll, looking to whatever this is, it was quadrupedal and walked from the window across the ceiling at the table. And the table that's kind of in the center of the room, you follow it downward, and you see very slight marks at the edge of the table where it contacts the floor, as though the table was moved so quickly across the floor that it made a very slight scuff mark, as well as the chair. Looks like it was moved backwards, pushed forcefully to the side, making another scuff mark in the chair. Or not in the chair, in the floor. Those are the things you find with that roll.
Oh, fucking Sherlock Holmes over here.
Call me Watson, baby.
Gideon would be very proud.
And I'm just kind of reiterating everything to Lisa and showing her the claw marks and the scuffs on the floor, etc.
DM question. This is like
Mhm.
with her knowledge of like animals and beasts, right? Like she has no reason to believe like it's something other than that. But like, has Yrsa encountered any type of creature that walks on walls?
Make a nature check.
Okay. I mean,
Can I assist?
Sure.
just brainstorming.
Assist.
Yeah, you can enroll with advantage.
Yeah, because I assume, like, Yrsa is just kind of, like, going through all the animals that she's ever known, and, like, I don't think that
Bear,
one
dog,
falls out.
cat, snake.
Yeah. What's getting up there that
No, not
fast?
snake.
Like,
Never mind.
that graceful, like, it'd be pretty quick.
Did you want to roll again, Yrsa?
Oh, shit, yeah. Rolling with advantage here. Yeah. My rolls have been trashed tonight.
17's not bad, though.
This is the highest I think I've rolled all night.
Looking at this, it's not reminiscent to anything that you're familiar with, no.
Okay.
You can ascertain from the both of you looking at this that whatever this thing was came from the window, from the outside, inward.
Can I go over to the window? Am I able to open it?
Mm-hmm. It's
Can
unlocked.
I open it and just peer out and see if I can see any kind of marks on the side of the house or anything that would show possible scuffling on the ground?
Yeah. I will say, with keeping your roll, as you look out, there are no signs of anything outside. Scuffs,
Ew.
scratches, nothing.
Yes, I've never completely run into magical creatures, cryptids of I'll be honest, I have no idea.
This is no creature that and if it is moving like this, and she kind of like gestures to the ceiling, but somehow graceful and agile and fast, it has to be something magical, but it didn't leave any magic behind either. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think whatever this is a little bit more than I think we were expecting to find.
John?
Yeah.
Is the stuff that Basil found, was it something that the guards would have most definitely at least noticed?
The paintings?
Just like, the claw marks, maybe the paintings,
You don't think
like
so.
for
These are...
professionals.
Well, you don't know how professional these guards are.
And how the extent of which they
but
investigated either.
These were... The windowsill scratch marks were so minuscule like so minuscule. It's hard. It was even hard to tell because the window's been opened so many times, opened and closed.
Right.
It already has scuff marks on it. But you were able to ascertain the shape specifically, which led you also to like looking at the ceiling. And you kind of get the idea that guards aren't gonna like investigate that hard into something. Like, they're not gonna look at the ceiling.
Yes, did he mention how his wife died?
No. No, he did not.
I don't want to open up that wound, but it might be.
I agree. The more information we can have, better, and maybe even showing him these, kind of gesturing to the paintings.
John, I know Felicity said that in the chat. I was already kind of thinking it. But, does Basil feel any kind of...
Make a religion check.
Yeah, religion is not... It's always the religion rolls that I just...
Weird, because you have a +4 to it, too.
I know! I can never roll high religion.
As you kind of try to focus in and like... like look and try to contact spirits around you. It is almost, as soon as you try to get that focus, it is almost like there is a wall of darkness around you as you are just shut out from anything around you. And you're quickly thrusted back to your own consciousness and look around and you feel nothing. But this, just to say, this instance, the way you just felt trying to feel that is the first time you've ever felt that kind of feeling when you try to reach out to the spirits. Like, this is the first time you feel completely like closed off.
So is it like a complete fully disconnect from like clerical abilities, or does it seem like something so dark in this room that like I can't even...
Probably the latter.
Okay. Because like I know Raven quite, but I don't... Okay. Yessa?
Yes.
Did you do detect magic already?
I did.
There was nothing magical.
That was right. There's something off about this room. I can't connect to any kind of other realm. Usually I can kind of sense spirits or any kind of disturbance when it comes to life or death in a room, but here I'm just completely in the dark, just shut out.
Something is very, very wrong. And if there's nothing else here, I think we should leave the space, close it up, make sure he doesn't come back in this room.
Yeah, I make sure to close the window again before leaving.
Let's see what else he knows about the pictures, and as painful as it might be, I think asking about his wife may give us something.
I agree.
I will say, I could give you like the quick synopsis that you will get from these conversations, because we are running out of time, and Knight is not here. Asking him, you would get the information that his wife passed away by natural causes.
Okay.
What questions would you ask? Just and I'll answer them.
Like, what does he like? Has he ever seen the paintings before? These like darker ones, and like
he has not seen those paintings before. No, but his son liked to paint.
Right. Does he have any idea of what the creature is in the painting?
No.
Sorry. Okay.
So, like, what kind of natural causes? Was it like...
Was it a heart attack? Was it an old lady?
Yeah, like, was it, did it seem like it was just,
It was
or was it an illness?
an illness. A
Okay.
disease of sort.
Has he felt anybody watching him or like strangers talking to him recently?
No.
Did the child seem trying to say this in a way that's
I will
not
say that
right?
he does tell you Godric was a paranoid individual.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Did he, did he see like Godric kind of stuck in his head, talking to himself, somebody else that wasn't there?
You do get information that his son didn't really talk to him about a lot of things personally, but he did have a best friend named Clara.
And where's Clara?
Clara
Where's
is
Clara
the
live?
shop owner of the
I know.
Omnipharmacon.
Oh,
The Omnipharmacorn.
that's
Ormaformacorn.
Clara.
The Ormaformacorn.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So, but Clara she's the owner, so she's, an adult, not like 17.
We haven't met her.
Okay, but like a 17. Okay, sorry.
Could be like a 20-year-old that owns a business.
That's true. This is not nowadays times.
Young entrepreneur. Any other questions? Because there's one last thing we need to get to before we end this session.
I can't think of any.
I will say that you all gather your information, and it is late. Bid Recon Elder June farewell. Do you let him know the information you found, or do you keep it to yourself currently?
I mean,
Do you tell Recon that possibly a creature killed, stole, or other to his son, or not?
I'd say, because I don't want to just say something without having the full information.
yeah, I would say we found a little bit, but we don't. We found a lead that we're gonna follow up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Okay, so Recon allows you to leave, and he seems more hopeful than he was when he found him. Good job. You didn't tell him that his son might be dead.
Sweats nervous.
I'm like, yeah, John.
So with that, did you raise your hand, Nick?
Yeah, Gak pulls out his sending stone.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm assuming that now that he knows what it does, he can use it.
This is interesting because of things that pertain to Gak specifically. Make another Arcana check.
Oh God.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice.
natural 19. There we go.
Gak, you have no idea how to use this item. You're holding it, and Brienne and Gideon, you notice that Gak is holding it, just kind of shaking it a little bit, and then all of a sudden his hand kind of switches to more confidence and brings the stone up to his mouth and starts to kind of mutter an incantation and then start to use the stone. You can cast Sending.
Nice. Gak goes, "Hello, this is Gak and Rian and Gideon. We found a place to stay. We went to both, but we decided to stay at Riverside." And then it cuts out because
Who'd you send it to?
5 words.
Who'd you send it to?
Doesn't it send to the other stone?
Oh yeah, who has the other stone? That's right.
I think
Yursa.
Yursa has it.
Yursa.
Okay, Yursa. you hear a voice in your head, and you can feel the setting stone kind of vibrate a little bit.
Cute.
Turn the ringer on. We need to get to you.
My sound was off. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't.
Receive his message, and she'll say, "We are on our way. We have lots of information to share. See you soon." Smiley face.
Smiley
Yeah.
face.
Gag will hold up the stone. All right. Okay. So we'll see you at the Riverside Inn. And what?
No, you're fine. Keep going.
Okay, we'll see you at the Riverside Inn. It's really cool. We can get rooms that look at the water, and should be a fun time. Bye, smiley face.
You don't get that message. It's funny, Gideon and Rian, you noticed that when he first used the stone, there was a sense of confidence that he knew exactly how this thing worked, even though he didn't know how it worked before. And then he goes back to, this is how it works, and he just continues to use it, even though it's a very weird experience. You're not sure what to make of it. But with that, we are going to head over to Adina. Adina, as you are in the room with Stella, she is holding your hand, and you have one hand on her belly. And she says to you, "I'm so glad you're back. I missed you so much."
I miss you too. I definitely thought I was prepared. Guess things are just a little bit more rough than what we understood.
Well, you know, I'm not going to let you go anywhere for the foreseeable future until this is all taken care of. She kind of gestures to her belly.
I'm not going anywhere for a long time. But there is something I've been thinking about, and
Yeah?
I want to run it by you as well.
All right.
The name.
Hmm.
I haven't had any strong opinions until very recently.
What are you thinking?
These people were so... I really felt watched over and taken care of, and they're just very good people.
Maybe we should hire them. Just keep them around all the time.
I agree. They definitely seem like they have some bigger missions, though. I think they'll be going beyond Wobrook for sure. But there were two people that stood out to me in particular that I think we should maybe honor them by naming our child after one of them.
It wasn't... no offense, it wasn't the Goliath, was it?
Well, you would be surprised. The Goliath...
was?
No. It's not.
I can't name our son Gak. I'm sorry.
It's not Gak, but you would be surprised. His heart is so beautiful. Gideon and Yrsa. Yrsa has this deep connection with the Wild Mother that I think just suits so well, and Gideon really knows how to take care of someone emotionally. And I think if we were to have a son, I'd want to honor that and raise them similarly. What do you think?
Well, I would say that Yrsa was very lovely, and the name as well is... I would agree. Gideon is also a lovely name. It was a little standoffish, but seemed very nice. Still, Gideon is a good name. I think that's good.
Oh, I'm not muted. I wasn't gonna laugh like this just hear Joe laughing upstairs, so it made me laugh. And then I looked at Ryan's face. I'm sorry.
And Ryan was doing the John Travolta meme that we were talking about.
That's funny.
I love both of the names.
I'm so grateful to them and all of them, but I just don't think I would be here without them, and I want to give a strong name to our child and raise them to be, I don't know, similar to these people. They're very good people.
Of course, I am very happy that they saved you and they brought you back and they are strong. I'm grateful for them, but remember, you are also strong yourself. You know things more than I will ever be able to.
We'll do well. We'll do well as parents. I have confidence in us.
I can't wait.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you're ready to be done.
Oh, yes. So much. And with that, we are going to pan away from the Erdem estate, and I think we're going to end the session there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Yay, Felicity!
Yay, Felicity!
Yay!
Yay! I'm glad you
I'm
just
so
weren't a
glad
villain.
you weren't evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not evil.
That was
Now
scary.
Felicity's not playing the character anymore. I am.
Yeah, so she could be now.
Oh,
Who knows?
You messed up.
they're gonna name their child Eldar, actually.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
You hear just Basil in the distance.
Just like,
I will.
kill.
I think we're still recording, right? So
Yeah.
I'll say,
Oh.
good session, everyone. Loved it. It was amazing. Thank you all for watching another session of the Tales of Evrand, and we will see you 2 weeks from when this one comes out.
Ba-na-na-na.